Hey, what up's going on, man? It's your boy Tpindell. We back in this thing. Smash that like button, subscribe to this, turn notifications on. Hitting y'all in the head. Got 5 drops coming in the next 2 days, including today. Members getting all that first. Be a member. Link in the description. Pinned in the comments. Let's get to it. Pop the Moon to final season 3 reunion. Arlette and them, BM chilling there. They going over paperwork. They got where y'all at? Damn it, y'all in the interrogation room? Let's get it going. They're in the interrogation room, man. It's going down. He got them white shoes with the high white hat down. And this shit on fire. Is that a Rolex with a wedding ring? Either way, that shit blinging like that. Bling bling. On her last dress, she in black. Oh yes, though. You know we gotta hit that down. This girl was a mess, though. The locks still looking good, though. And you got a velvet coat. And you got a velvet coat. Oh, that patent leather coat. Oh, the patent leather kicks. And she coming through with thighs. And she coming through looking lubricated. Ooh, yeah. Hit us with a 360. We ain't even ask, bruh. Bring a whole dog in a baldy. What is that, bruh? Look at that. Them shirt look like it got stitches. I'm allergic to animals. Bitch, I be itching. All black memo. Got the email and I showed up. He looking up to the sky, bitch. What you on a drumline? What you doing with that pack? She bow-legged, not knee, and she stripping. Oh yes, we just saw your follow-up. And the ketchup got a pen pal. New friend, all black, another one. Oh wow, big, got them big ass Prince boots. Here she go, pull that wig off, not this time though. Bought in one, showed up with that body on. Ready with that body on. Should've put some lotion on. Should've put some lotion on. He back too, just seen you as a follow too. Damn what that boy do. Lemon peppers on steppers too. And she black in that all black. Take that lace back. Take it your money back. Take that damn lace back. Holy smokes, I don't remember you, bruh. Know you hard as you ain't even got 2 credits at Alabama, bruh. Big came through 3 times. Big came through 4 times. Said my last mock my pants. Gotta coordinate on them. Bedazzle, bling bling. You see these crystals? Yeah, man. Yao Ming, that's a thing. Helicopter in the air like Yao Ming. Get it started, being making his appearance, y'all. Got that white hat, white shoes on, y'all. He said he gonna do it for the beer gang, y'all.
Hello everyone and welcome back to...
Well, we know it's another... I almost messed up about 3 times on that freestyle. That bit was long with it, 2 minutes, bitch. We know it's another, what's this damn thing called? Reunion. So BM love to talk. BM talk more than me. Maybe not as much. We gonna see.
To my channel, it's your host Arlette, and we are here with the season 3
I'm gonna let him get it off. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit though. Everybody looking good though. Why you wore this, man? Stop wearing these lace fronts. And then you call, I think this is show they call itself a Haitian Barbie or something. Stop wearing these lace fronts, man. We gonna see all the net, all the tall people see all the net in here. We see all that makeup you slapped in there trying to even it out. Come on, man. Y'all can tint the eyebrows, but don't draw them daggers. You came back with them. You double down on this shit, huh?
As always,
she doubled down. Everybody looking good, though. Everybody looking good. Got the ladies in the front. See, that's them dancing knees. You got bruises and shit. All you need to twist around that pole. Your knees gonna be banged up, baby. You got to elevate your legs and ice pack your legs.
Before we start, we're gonna have some lovely words.
They brought back the flight attendant with the loss. They was demolishing her ass.
My husband, the producer of the show, BM.
Welcome to season 3 reunion.
Season what?
BM.
Welcome to season 3 reunion.
Yeah.
That boy ain't pronouncing 3 right if his life depended on it. Diabolical right here. Diabolical right here.
First of all, I want to thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Every time. Because he is the truth.
I like this marble floor. I like this all white. This is much better than that hotel room downstairs. I like just the white concept.
I also want to thank...
You got to sit up, baby. If you're going to wear this like this, you got to sit up. Peep how she's sitting. Peep how she's sitting. Peep how she's sitting. Peep how she's sitting. You ain't going to be able to lean back like this. You leaning back like you just had a 6-pack. You leaning back like you just had a long day. Tell your kids come in the room, take your shoes off for you and shit. You going to have to sit up. You ain't going to be able to sit like that.
Everybody that comes on the show. I want to thank my amazing wife for being the best host a producer could ever have.
All right, we might have to speed
for being
this
the best
up.
wife that a husband could ever want.
Okay.
So I definitely appreciate you. She's been absolutely fantastic. She has been the same. She has been consistent. She's been the same since episode 1. She's never changed, and she doesn't have to change. She's been absolutely amazing. Let's give a round of applause to my wife. She's been absolutely
All right.
I also want to thank everybody that comes on the show, of course. Everybody that watches the show. Now, we are actually, next month is our 1-year anniversary. So we actually started, the first episode of Pop the Balloon was the 7th of December last year. So obviously, it's never been a year yet. But during this whole year, we have had Pop the Balloon and Find Love. We've got the catch-ups. Yeah. We also have Blind Date Love. Mm-hmm. We have the reunions. We have BM Talks to them. Yeah. And now the new one, Best Dressed Today. It's amazing. We thank God for everything. He is amazing because producing this type of shows is very difficult. Mm-hmm. And the fact that we're able to keep on top of it, I want to thank my whole team for doing what they do, and the professionalism that we put out is fantastic. I want to thank everyone that comes on the show. And I also want to thank everybody that watches the show. Yes. Because people that come on the show and the people that watch the show, you don't just watch and come on the show. You are part of the show. Like, I see people in the comments like every Wednesday saying, oh, it's like I'm meeting my cousins here. It's like I'm meeting my cousins here every single week. So it's fantastic to see that we're building a community here. And God bless everybody that watches the show and everybody that comes on the show. And we hope great things for you all.
All right, well, you guys heard the man. It's been a great season. So let's go ahead and get started with the season 3 reunion.
I ain't think we gonna ever get started. We 5 minutes in.
Thank you, baby.
All right, let me get back to regular speed.
Like, I can see the bump in the back.
Little bump hit ass. Bump in the back. Hit heart attack.
I know that I might be your type, probably. And I know that because of the way that you were looking
Oh, that's who he is. So that's him right here. Doing too much. And you know she's doing too much because she's itching her head and shit.
Like, you could eat me up on this floor.
The taper on top and then like the dreads in the back is like business in the front, party in the back.
Doing too much.
Like one of my cousin's best friend's baby daddy.
Please stop.
What's 9 plus 9 times 9?
Oh, no!
I just don't like those boots. That's
the
one
boots.
of my things.
Look at them boots.
Boots, but
Hello, welcome. Come on in, don't be scared.
You might well go ahead home. Might well go ahead home. They pop on you like that.
All right, so that was a wrap up of season 3.
Joe Hico, who you looking at like that?
All right, so
Why are you looking across the way like
was a
that?
wrap up of season 3. That was episodes.
That's him right here who had everything pop. Your hair look way better in this than it did that follow-up. And this is his match. They just had the follow-up. So y'all had a follow-up via Zoom for Arlette because y'all so busy. I'm so busy with my book. I'm so busy dancing. But you guys made time to come on a reunion. It makes no sense. Oh, we're both so busy. When I pass across, they'll cross. So I guess it crossed on the reunion. But come on, bro. Make it make sense.
21 through 30. We made it through another 10 episodes. So just to go ahead and kind of kick off this reunion, there was one specific gentleman that was talked about quite a bit in episode 22. Let's go ahead and take a look to see who that was.
Provide something like what you do for a man first, because that's easy to say. Any woman can come out here and say, yo, give me some gifts, and I can bust out the bank card and be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? But like, what makes you like worthy to receive that other than you just being fine?
Well, if and when you become my man, you would know, and I would be your woman, and that's in every sense. So,
like what? Like, what the hell does that mean? Like,
Okay, so Danny,
Peep game. I pay attention to her a lot. She didn't find that funny. But that's dead ass. Why am I breaking the bank? Why I'm just opening up and giving you all my money and my funds? Because you look good? Her beauty gonna fail, baby. You gonna expect this money forever, man. This money slow down. You gonna slow down, ain't you? You about to hit up out of here.
okay.
Look. Oh, that's not funny. Dead ass. Professional beggars. A fine ass beggar. Begging the stallions, man. They everywhere. The video's out. I watched the video. The girl was like, "Oh, I needed my oil change. I didn't want to pay for it. I didn't want to do it." So I told the guy I was dating, I'm like, "Oh, I won't be available tomorrow because my boss is taking my car and to change my oil." And she was like, "My boss didn't really say that, but I just said that because I knew he would do it if I said that." Just ask. What are you gonna lie to the man for? Why are you gonna be petty for? Don't tell a man about how a guy treated you in the past. Just make it seem like you always deserve princess treatment, and this is what comes with you. It's begging, man.
So Danny, in that segment that we just saw, are you saying that a woman needs to do more than just be fine to deserve gifts?
Nah, I just wanted more from her.
Okay.
Just to, elaborate on like what you actually would do in a relationship. Because when we don't have that much time to figure out this investment is going to be worth on you. So I need you to speak to my heart just a little bit more about what it is. I don't know you from a pan of paint. So I need more. Just feed my heart a little bit more, and please. That's how I'm saying. Like, tell me what's happening, so I can be like, I bet this is closest to for sure investment as I can receive at this point in time. I just didn't want to waste my time for after the show and we don't talk, or she come out with some BS. So I just needed a little more. That's all.
Okay, I see. So guys, the fellas here on the panel, do you all agree with Danny? Like, Micah, we can't hear you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I think that's kind of superficial just to say like the whole gifts thing. It's like, to me, it's an exchange of value. It's perfectly fine to shower your woman with everything she wants if there's an exchange of value, right? Okay. She's bringing something to you, bring something to her, but like if it's a situation where you're just like expected to do all this stuff and she's just kind of like not adding to you, it's like,
I'm me. Here I am.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Kind of goofy.
Okay. Anyone else want to add to that?
Yeah, I'll add to that. In today's day and age where so many people are being used for things, it's just good to see that somebody's willing to invest first. But also, men are natural providers, right? So you don't know what that man is willing to do once you show a little bit of investment. You ain't even got to do a lot. I would just challenge women to invest a little bit into a man and see what he does, because you don't know. He could go 10 extra miles and you went 1, or he can go 2. You know what I mean? But you kind of got to gauge that. But men.
Nah, fam. Chase her. Apply all the pressure. Apply more pressure than all the guys in her DMs and all the other guys. We don't care. Apply it. And then maybe she'll like you back.
Our natural providers, man. So once we see you giving a little, we gonna meet you where you at or exceed that.
Okay.
Well, yeah. If she had said something like, "I'm gonna be consistent with you. I'm gonna be there for you when you need me. We gonna talk. We gonna grow together. I'm gonna see where you at, and I'm gonna be your partner." And you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Just really just dig in deep.
They don't
it's not
care
even about the.
You don't see no woman nodding their head. They don't care. Don't care, fam. What you won't do, another man will. But another man might not wife him up, but he gonna do for a little bit. Then he gonna get tired. They gonna have to get another one. That's the only thing. They don't mention the part where they got to keep swapping the men out. Well, because if it was the same man, guess what? They would be in a relationship with him.
Finances, I think that's normal. I think everybody wants to be shown. Like I said, everybody wants to be reassured. But under that, tell me that you understand, what I'm looking for. That's all I was asking.
Okay, so then for the ladies, do you all think we got to do more than just to look cute to deserve some gifts from our mans?
I think we do too much. I think in a lot of...
Joe, he go, stop it. I think we do too much. Stop it.
circumstances,
Damn, I ain't know them biddies was sitting out like that Haitian Barbie doll. You got pearls all in between them things and everything.
We tend to, which is why we shouldn't, show the wifey qualities before.
Here you go talking crazy. So you think you about to become a wife without showing wifey qualities? You about to love me without me showing you that I have boyfriend or husband qualities. If I can't, so I ain't opening the door. I'm not showing you with gifts. I'm not keeping you safe. I'm not loving up on you. I ain't doing none of that shit until I'm a husband. What? You're not nurturing. You're not being caring. You're not being soft. You're not being gentle. You're not doing any of that woman quality stuff until you're a wife. Get out of town. That's like going to a job and say, hey man, I'm not trying to show y'all I work hard. You know what I'm saying? I ain't work hard in the past. I ain't showing y'all I worked hard, but hire me though. I'm fitting to work hard as soon as y'all hire me. I'm gonna work hard when I get the raise.
The reciprocation is given.
Okay.
So
Look at the guys. Watch this.
reciprocation is given.
Okay.
So
Look at Look at the guys. Joe Higo, this is terrible. This is terrible.
at the end of the day, I don't think she meant she just wants to be gifted and do absolutely nothing. You know,
Well, say that. Some women do just want to be gifted and feel like I'm fine. This is what comes with being me. I'm a baddie. This is what comes. This is what's up. This is what I do, and that's why they be getting rotated throughout the rotation. But yeah, some feel that way. Say it. Use your big words.
In her relationship, she likes the thoughtfulness of being thought of.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times it's not just about being materialistic or just being a gold digger. We want to know that when you're out, you're thinking of us and, hey, I picked this up for you. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times people confuse thoughtfulness for just being materialistic or, you know, wanting something.
I feel like where women and men bump heads a lot is we're both waiting to see which one's going to do more first. I feel like it's just a waiting game. I feel like we...
Fix your face now. What's wrong with you? That's starting to scare us a little bit. What was that about?
See which one's going to do more
Peak game.
first. I feel like it's just a waiting game. I feel like we, as women, we want to be courted. So we wait to be courted. And as men do, they want to be, you know, they want to know the woman is more interested in them instead of what they can give you.
And she might know the most because she sit around and talk to dudes all night. She sit around, chop it up, and talk to dudes all night. So she might know the most out of all the women up there, to be honest. No, all jokes aside.
So it's just about a waiting game. Like we're both waiting on each other to show something.
Okay.
Kind of piggybacking off of Tiffany, like it is a waiting game, but, you know, literally just had this discussion, but men in this society, you know, want to be seen as leaders, but what leadership qualities are you showing us? Like, you're supposed to be taking that step forward. Like, I'm supposed to be following you. So if you're waiting for me to invest something in you and all this other things, then you can just wait for another woman because I'm looking for a man to lead me.
Okay.
So show me what you want me to show you, and then let's move, you know, that way.
All right. Nice to hear from both ends, men and the women. So to go ahead and move on to our next segment here, let's take a look at the most...
Yeah, some of y'all might be like, OT, what you got to say about that? I agree with what she's saying. I totally agree. The only thing that happens to me is when not her, but in general, but when a lady has multiple guys showing her first and they're taking advantage of it. And that's happened. Videos on YouTube, sprinkle. Do this. This is where you meet the rich guys at. This is where you find the guys with the money. Go to this bar. Da-da. Like, what? What? You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Viral moment of this season.
I don't know why you'd ask that. You look great, but
Well, I'm asking because, you know, I don't mind because he was so wrong with the braids.
You want to take it off?
Don't do
Yeah,
that.
you know, why can't I? So
you still look good.
She looks good.
You still look good.
So should I keep it off?
This boy was on one right here.
Off or okay?
So, Johiko, as you've seen, you're everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, every single place you could think of, your video has popped up at least, I don't even know, each time I'm scrolling, I'm seeing it. So how has it been for you since that moment? Walk us through, like, what?
You got to watch women. Well, you got to watch women watching other women. People how she look at you.
Scrolling, I'm seeing it. So how has it been for you since that moment? Walk us through, like, what actually was going through your mind during this moment as well.
Well, I mean, originally
He's just looking at that head. He like, your head just like my head for real.
he
You
mentioned
got a chromosome dome on here, but you might have some braids on here or something.
me having braids. He mentioned me having braids and lumps under my head. And of course, a few times I was just, you know, I handled it humbly. I was like, braids? Okay, all right. Knowing I have no hair under my wig. But then I knew that there was the possibility of millions of people talking about what what he said I could have had under my head. So, and I
Man, you knew you came on that planning on taking that wig back, man. Come on now.
knew that I did not.
What you got on your earring? Tissue papers?
So I just figured I was going to just show everybody what was
I'ma
really
show
under
the
there.
world.
I had no problem doing so. And it's the outpouring amount of love that I've received. You know, coming on this show, it's always the possibility of, you know, receiving some criticism and positive and negative. But for the most part, it was all positive for me. And I really appreciate everyone, all the support. So yeah, it was a lot.
Okay, and now Danny, we saw you kind of in the corner of that clip when she took the wig off. You disappeared. Where'd you go?
It was just a shock.
Okay.
You know, that's all it was. It was, you know, more power to her. But I was in shock. It was funny, you know, to me. You know, I'm goofy.
Yeah, it was definitely unexpected. I was there like, you gonna take it off? Like, I was like, hold on now, what's going on here?
I said, don't do it.
I wasn't gonna let him take me out like that. So at the end of the day, I know that my hair is very well maintained. I knew that he was very incorrect. At the end of the day, I still have a good relationship with Hugh. I keep in touch with everybody from my episode. I always check up on everyone.
Mhm.
I wasn't offended because I knew that I didn't have what he said I had. So I know the world hates him, but yeah.
Right.
In the
Shout out
best
to
way,
Hubert.
you look fantastic without it. In
You
the
look
best
gorgeous.
way.
Yeah.
Like you could see more of your face.
You look beautiful.
You were glowing when you took that off. You were like, I'm everyone.
You should have just kept it off.
Wait,
You
Cliff,
ain't had
what'd
to
you
finish
say?
that
I
song.
feel like she should have just kept the wig off.
Oh, like she should have came out already, wig off.
Wig off.
To be
Like, I feel
honest,
like,
when I was backstage with the girls, the curls wasn't curling. It was just a lot going on with the wig. It was lifting. And I had mentioned like wanting to take it off backstage. But you know, the girls were trying to just like, girl, you
Yeah,
look good. Just leave it alone. So that was another reason why I was just like, you know what? I did want to take it off. But everybody backstage was just like, girl, you look good. Leave it alone. I was going to braid it, put it to the side. They were like, leave the curls. Just leave it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to just leave it.
Right.
But when that happened, I was like, good. Because I didn't want it on in the first place. So once
You're
he
like, I
said
was looking
that-
for a reason to yank this off anyway.
Right. Once he said that, I was like, period, that's it. I'm taking it off.
Definitely a sign from God, because you should have walked in with that wig off anyways, because she looked good with it off.
Honestly, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to another young lady who was talked about quite a bit from her episode. Let's take a look.
I'm not loud and
Look at that
rowdy,
fit, bruh.
but
Look at that fit, bruh. That fit look like something off not the Hunger Games, but the other joint. Squid Games. That little Squid Games fit. You need a number on your shirt.
I just feel like I might be a lot. I know I feel chill right now.
All right, name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Angelique. I'm 32. It was the lashes comment. Women are gonna women. You know, we're gonna do what we're gonna do. And I think
Not period. You know you got a lot of backlash for this.
for a man to make a comment about the things that we do, makeup, hair, lashes, like I get that it's not your preference, but let women be women.
Right.
Or don't date us. You know, it was the age.
That's when y'all should have had that box of everybody reaction when she said that foolishness.
32, you're 28. Is that what I remember? Correct. Yeah. And when you first said it, I thought about popping, but I was like, no, girl, don't block blessings. Just keep on listening. But it just kept popping up in my head. And I have to listen to my gut. Okay. She's never going to lead me astray. So
But she's single right now. That gut didn't let you astray now.
it is the age. I hate it. I know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I mean,
So Angelique, yeah, the comments ate you up, and my
They
facial
tried
expressions.
Goodness gracious.
So it was like a trend, you know, and everybody started catching on. Like, this girl keeps hanging onto her balloon until the last minute when it's you and down to like one other person. And there were comments like, "Oh, I feel like she's blocking other people's blessings." You know, somebody else could have been had their balloon still at the end. How do you feel about that?
I feel like watching it, I totally
Bunch of makeup too.
understand why people feel that
That makeup on there today.
way.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's not what I was doing. So everyone was incorrect. It's all about perspective. And you know, I'm gonna sit here and be real with y'all. And for everyone that's standing in the line, you sometimes can forget you're even standing there. And it's very possible to
She thought that was gonna be deep. My face, your face right now. Like, girl, what is you talking about?
forget that you're even standing there. And that happened a couple of times for me. Like I zoned out. I was overthinking some of the things. Like it just happened. So me waiting until the last minute, it wasn't intentional. It was, I'm kind of thinking about what's going on here,
Chat, what y'all think? Was it intentional? Was she BSing or y'all believe what she got to say? Let me know in the chat.
what I should do. And then the other part is, dang, I'm standing here. What is happening up here? These people are looking at me. Like that was it for me. Like it was never, ooh, I'm gonna wait and be the last one. It was never that. I never thought of that. So when that came out, I was like, huh? What are we talking about, y'all?
So like, for example, because one of the first few things that people say when they come out is their age. But you did it twice with the age. You held on till the last minute, but that's one of the first things they say. So if that is something that's like a deal breaker for you in a way, like
Why
how come
you ain't pop early on?
you didn't pop right away for those?
It's a deal breaker in a way.
Okay.
It's not like the end all be all. It's possible, but it's like, well, let me think about this. What do I feel? Because that's important to me. The energy, the feeling, like that's important to me.
Okay.
So that's what I was thinking the whole time. It was never, okay, they came out, they're 27, pop, pop, pop. It was never that for me.
Okay.
Because certain things you can or can't change, like your height, your age, where you are, and like certain things just can either be fixed and they just kind of don't matter, and some things do. And it's just everything collectively. What am I feeling? What am I thinking? Unfortunately.
Okay. And then another thing that was coming up when you popped on Jay, you said
You got these big ass, strong ass boots on. Them the brown emoji boots.
Something about, women are gonna women. If you don't like it, don't date us. What did you mean by that? Can you elaborate?
I sure can.
Okay.
I mean, allow people to be whoever they're going to be. And that's men and women. Because a lot of people came out and was like, well, y'all pop because men are short. No, bookies. Like, I never said that, because you can't change your height, right? But I can change my lash. I can change if I want to wear makeup or not. But my thing is, that's my thing. Let me just be me. I want to come out.
You gotta put your feet down, man. I know this is more comfortable, but you gotta put this look bad, man. Put your feet down. Look at that. Look at this woman. Look at this woman. Look at this woman. Look at this woman. You gotta put your feet down. They should set you in the back.
And wear my lash, let me do that and you love me regardless.
Okay.
Or today I don't want to do that and I want to have a plain face and just wear my sunscreen. Let me do that and you love me regardless. Realize that it has nothing to do with my heart.
This mic is tweaking.
Realize
And you could have got a feeling.
that it has everything to do with just who I want to be in this moment. Okay. But since we are talking about the lashes and that whole thing, I do want to make sure I give you an apology
Get off my leg, man. Because if I touch your leg, it's sexual harassment.
for that, because like I said, I overthink quite a bit. And what I was thinking in my head is not the same as what actually came out my mouth. And so when I watched the show back and I realized that people are thinking that I'm trying to say you should go date men,
That's what you meant. Please stop the bullshit. HR must have pulled her in at the flight attendant place. Hey, listen, because half the flight attendants, half the men flight attendants are in a part of the community. So they must have pulled your ass in office and said, "Hey, listen, this is inappropriate." Now you backtracking.
was not my intention at all.
Cap.
My thing is,
Cap. Let me thumbs up if you a believer in the chat. Thumbs down if you don't, or just put a cap. Any hat emoji or do.
this lineup has been extremely consistent. There was one young lady on my episode, or our episode, who did not have on makeup. But other than that, this lineup has been extremely consistent. So it's like, if these aren't the type of women that you like to date, don't. Because there are 1,000 different women out here. And that's really what I was trying to say.
Sure you were.
But I understand that it didn't come out that way.
She did not mean it like that, bro. We just seen the replay.
Felt as if I was trying to attack you.
Yeah,
And
everybody felt that way. Everyone felt that way. And I think he reposted one of my reaction. Everybody felt that way. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, you looking for a provider, man? You can't find no provider, man. Go date a woman. How crazy that sound? And then in the lesbian relationships, It don't even be on that. They don't even be courting each other like that. They be come over, hang out, let's watch a movie. Second date. Hey, boy, y'all got it easy. That lady on lady be easy. Shorty told me text message one time. She's like, oh yeah, she wants to hang out with me. She wants me to come over and watch a movie. I'm like, you ain't got to take her out to eat. You ain't got to take her to do this. Y'all just go over and watch a movie and snuggle and get up under the sheets together? Yeah. I said, whoo, must be nice.
Sexuality, and that was never the
Yeah,
case.
sure.
And Jay, you actually did. You made a post about it on Instagram. You said you felt like it was an attack on your manhood.
It was. Arlette, have you seen the post? You seen me, though. What's up, though?
Right? You said something along those lines. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, I mean, I've been consistently attacked.
Don't fold, brother. Don't fold because she's sitting right there looking at you and shit with all that makeup on, leaning back.
Attacked for my manhood on this show, you know, but I think you pop prematurely on me because there's levels to it, right? Like her lashes was like those little caterpillars that was black that we ain't seen since we was like 15. But yours, like I could see through it. You couldn't see through hers. I could see through yours. And I actually complimented your lashes, right? So I like the individuals. I like the hybrids. I like those lashes. I don't like the little strips. But also when makeup is supposed to be natural, but it doesn't look natural, that's something that I don't like. So if the makeup is supposed to look natural, right? Like lashes, they're supposed to look natural. But if it's supposed to look unnatural, like I complimented you on your eyeshadow, right?
And I said thank you.
I don't think niggas is running around with fuchsia eyelids and that's matching they fuchsia lips. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was looking good. I liked it. So I can appreciate the creative, you know, inspiration behind that. But we all have seen those posts where it'll be a man with a full beard and he do his makeup and he looked like we can't even tell. So that's my thing, is like we want it to look natural and we just don't want to have to see your baby pictures. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But I like your lashes today.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate
you know, and
that.
I liked them that day.
Okay. Thank you, and I appreciate that.
I didn't like hers though.
Stop it.
That was my whole point. Was just like let her wear whatever she want to wear. It shouldn't be a comment about it. That was my
Man, y'all comment on dirty shoes, tore up outfits that ain't supposed to be worn all the time. I'm still disappointed at you. Instead of going on a one-on-one date, you invite a whole nother dude to go on a date as a third wheel.
point.
Okay, let's take. Oh,
Fix your face too. This you kind of scaring us a little bit. Here you go, Joe. Here you go.
go ahead, Joey. Go.
Yeah, because I know after going viral, there were a lot of people asking, why does she wear the wig anyway? Women need to be more confident, understand that we don't care about fake hair. And I agree with you.
It's not about them. It's about us.
It's about us. We don't get up in the morning like, oh my.
I agree. It is about y'all. But y'all do the same stuff. Oh, what kind of hair you like? I like deep waves. Now all of a sudden all the ladies like deep waves. They done teamed up with all the barbers because all the barbershops shutting down because ain't nobody showing up no more because the prices went up. They got a little stingy during the pandemic. Got a little selfish. You know what I'm saying? Now the barbershops ain't doing as well. Now, but I like deep waves on men. We don't care what you like. We like what we like. If we like locks, if we like waves, if we like two-strand twists, if we like cornrows, that's what we like. Right? But when a man said, we don't do this for you, we do it for us. Same vice versa.
Oh my God, this is for the men. You know, we see certain looks that we want to achieve, that we desire, and because of our different types of hair textures and hair lengths, sometimes we can't achieve it. So we do it just for fashion.
We do it for us.
Style. We do it for looks. We
We'll
don't
throw all this on right here. We'll put all this on and still get on Instagram and use a filter for us.
do it for you. We don't care. I mean, now don't get me wrong.
Cap.
I'd love to consider my person. You know, I do want to, how do you think about this? How do you, but
Cap.
we
More cap.
don't do it for you guys. So
Cap.
I did not wear the
They do it for the men, and if they're not doing it for the men, most time they're in competition with other girls. You're not doing it for yourself. If you had to go out the house and come sit down, and everybody wasn't gonna be looking at you and judging you and seeing how you look, and if it was just for you and it's just for yourself, you would not put all this mess on. You would not paint your whole face with clown makeup. You wouldn't do it.
wig because I wasn't confident. She does not wear lashes because she's not confident. As women,
I do it for me. You asked the girls before you came out the back how this wig look. Why you care about what they think? You doing it for you. The curls wasn't curling. You was doing it for you though. Contradicting.
And it's about beauty. That's why y'all looking at us.
Why do you think that's beautiful? What's the beauty standard? Where do you grab this standard from? Where do you grab this beauty makeup standard from? It wasn't going on in the 90s. It wasn't. Look at all the 90s shows and celebrities and how people walked around. Better in shape, less makeup, more natural. Look at it. Look at it. You could bring Halle Berry up here right now. She's a little younger than all the women up here. Ain't that crazy? And that's how it was back in the day. All them women from the 90s still looking young unless they touch their face.
In the first place, too. You know, we're beauty. We're beautiful people. So just wanted to agree with you on that.
Thank you. You know how I look at it now?
How you look at it?
I look at it as, you know how when your little daughter or your niece dress up in makeup and be like, hey, mommy, look how pretty I am. And she looks crazy, makeup down here, makeup over here, smeared lip gloss. And she thinks she looks so beautiful. I feel like that's how men look at us. Like, you do not need all that stuff. But we looking at us like we look good. You know?
Now, I told y'all she knows more than most of the women. Why? Because in her line of work, she just sit around and talk to men all the time or dance for them. I'm not joking. She 2 for 2. She 2 for 2. She 2 for 2. But women don't want to hear you don't need all that. Just tell me I look nice. I don't want to hear that. 2 for 2. That's why they shooting their face up, Botoxing, going to get filler, and then the result of y'all don't know the result of none of this because it's all new, and then how people looking to keep getting that filler. Pillow face, looking crazy.
You know?
That was cute.
Yeah. It's an
that was
accessory. The same way we polish our nails red, that's the same. To me, it's an accessory. Now, some women probably do feel like they need it to cover certain things and flaws, but for some of us, it's an accessory.
Please keep it a
just
buck.
like our heels, just like our rings and our earrings.
Please keep it a
makeup
buck.
is
If it was accessory, why are people tucking their bellies in there? When them low-rise jeans was in, it was Gucci. Sitting down, your thong come out the back. Now everybody tucking that belly in. Y'all wearing the fajas, the body shoes. You hug a girl, feel like they got a bulletproof vest on. Stop it. Stop it.
Accessory.
Yeah, so the point you were saying, like where you said he shouldn't comment on it, I kind of disagree with that because it's like everybody should be able to comment on what they like or dislike.
Facts.
Right? Like to say like, oh, let a woman just be a woman. It's like, well, you can do that, but if a guy is saying, hey, I don't like this, it's like he should be able to comment on something he doesn't like about her.
Nah.
Because women,
No. Make the money, pay the bills, be quiet. Have it going on, look good, have a long schlong, be the best eater she ever had, and don't talk. Don't be on social media, don't be posting selfies, don't be posting yourself, don't be riding bicycles, don't hang out with your friends, no guys trip, don't do none of that. Don't have fun. Don't smile if it ain't about me. You out here laughing and having fun without me? Don't like it. You're not allowed to do that as a man. Do all the right stuff and be humble. Be humble.
a woman, it's like, well, you can do that, but if a guy is saying, hey, I don't like this, it's like he should be able to comment on something he doesn't like about her because women do it all the time, right? I don't like his height. I don't like this. I don't like that, and it's accepted. But if a man has like a preference that he states, then it's like, don't comment on women. It's like, you comment on men.
Yeah.
But that was my point. Like you just said about height and all that. Like, that's my point.
What's your point?
You cannot change the fact that you're short or if you're tall, right? Me and my lashes, I can rip these off and put on a whole new pair or not. Or I can put on some mascara if I want to, or individuals. That's my point though. That has absolutely nothing to do with who I am as an individual. It's just, this is fun for me. This has nothing to do with my heart whatsoever. And so to judge me on that, just like I shouldn't judge you for your height, is the same thing because your height doesn't make you.
But it happens 90% of the
Whatever
time.
you're wearing that day does not make you.
That sounds good,
I think that's
man.
the thing. That's the issue I think I had with the comments and everything else is because I didn't pop for superficial reasons, but I got a lot of those superficial comments. And it's like, no, if you're here to find love for real, then you wouldn't be popping for that because those things do not matter, like the lashes.
Okay.
Or hats.
Danny, I see you shaking your head no.
No you do got something to say. Say it, Bookie. Come on.
Micah.
Nobody, you make no sense.
If he won't say it, I will. You have to be attracted to somebody to move forward to that level. Like, granted, you can't be superficial, but like if that's just not your preference, and not saying anything about what you said. Like I agree with what you said, but if we're being realistic, like that's your preference. Like I love me a black man. Like I love black men. So just
I love you,
because
black
there
man.
is a guy out there of another race that's attractive, that doesn't make him less attractive because I don't want to pursue him or I don't think he's a great person. He can be the nicest, most generous person out there. But if you don't have those attributes that I'm looking for, I'm not actively pursuing you or trying to even see what love is like with you. Not saying that there wouldn't be some random, once in a million lifetime instance where we might click, we might connect, but that's all left up to chance. So I think
I'm not about to see with no woman that don't know what a good wig or bad wig is, what love is like with her. We ain't come all natural, we come out there to put your best foot forward.
Literally.
And if your best foot forward is your lashes hanging off the side, I ain't even watched the episode, but if it look whack, then that's what you come out the house looking like. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Pop.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, thank you.
Take a look at another moment of Angelique's.
Damn.
Yep, girl. All right, so why did we pop?
Honestly, I think, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just say it. Okay, I know that I might be your type, probably, and I know that because of the way that you were looking at me.
Right.
Like, you could eat me up on this floor. And,
Right.
I think when I'm initially meeting someone, especially when there's 1,000 different beautiful women standing here,
Right.
it's uncomfortable to
Right.
constantly be looked at like they want to eat you up in that moment. Like, granted, love it, yes. Let my man look at me like that. But right here, right now, it is so uncomfortable.
Right.
I can't stand it. And I think I get that all the time at work, and I just be like, all right, bro. Like, I'm just trying to be here.
So you don't think that it's like
I think
the
it
male
just-
like that's really feeling you? You don't think that's
No,
like,
I feel that. That's why I said I know for a fact that I'm your type. It's just, it makes me so uncomfortable right now.
right?
And that's why I was kind of like waiting. I'm like, damn, maybe I could chill.
Right,
Is he
right,
your
right.
type?
My friends are going to say I don't really have a type. So,
Let's start with Tamarcus. What was going through your mind during that? Were you as confused as I was?
I was super confused.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I always thought that well, first off, when I first went onto the show, right?
Yeah.
I come out. I look from the right to the left. There was only 2 women that I was attracted to physically. So as I went down the line, I didn't want to pay no mind to the other. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care who was in the line besides the 2.
Okay.
And so when I got to her, it was kind of like one of those okay, so you don't think that or you don't want the man to show that he's feeling you or that we're on a dating show. I didn't get it.
Okay. Angelique?
I mean, okay. I knew I was going to get toe up for that, okay? And as you can see, I was fighting for the words to say. But in real life, y'all don't see him looking at me the way that I see him looking at me. And I was genuinely uncomfortable, so I'm going to stand on that. I was genuinely uncomfortable. If I would have saw him on the street and he did the same thing, I would have been like, all right, y'all good? Y'all straight? We good? Because
But the
I
street
was
and a dating
uncomfortable.
show is 2 different scenarios.
Sure, I agree.
Hey, man, listen. I'm starting to like you a little bit. That's my problem. I got in trouble like this with a... Let me chill out.
However, that don't mean I still wasn't uncomfortable.
I gotta chill
I was
out.
still uncomfortable.
Were you not attracted to him? Is that it? Like, were you not attracted?
That's what I was getting at,
And the reason I'm asking is because, a lot of times with women, it's like the things that are creepy versus not has only to do with
Because
attraction.
they're not- exactly.
Like, if a guy, how is
Just
that
say
if
that.
he's attractive? It's like, oh,
Right.
well, he's
I said this reacting to the video.
forward.
Exactly.
But
'Cause
if
if he
he's
was
ugly,
fine,
it's like, oh, he's creepy.
You would have been
If
looking
she
back.
was-
And
Right,
Angelique,
right.
that's why I had asked you, is he your type? But you really didn't answer it.
My friends would say... She still ain't answer that shit. Terrible. Move on.
Still not answering.
You got a second chance. What you talking about?
Said she ain't have it.
I feel that, right? I feel what you're saying because you're right. I feel you on that.
We got our answer.
So what's the question? It wasn't. I'm gonna be real. It wasn't if I was like unattracted to him or not. But I don't know. I really have no idea how to answer that because it's not that I think he's unattractive.
Are you attracted to him? Yes or no? That's so easy. Look how he looking. Fellas, if she attracted to you, she already gonna say, yeah, I'm attracted to him. He fine. He look good. I like him. He's sexy. He know he got it going on. That's she gonna say.
What are you? I have a question.
Okay, let's hear from TJ. Go ahead.
What are you attracted to?
It's like physically, right?
Yeah, physically.
And see, when I say this, because I said this on live, and I know what y'all about to say, but like, if I had to like pull a guy out of a catalog, he's gonna be 6 feet and up, chocolate, bald, with a beard. Catalog, he's gonna be 6 feet and up, chocolate, bald, with a beard. So, and I know what y'all about to say.
Crazy work. That's some crazy work for real.
How tall is bald with a beard?
He ain't got the beard.
I'm 5'11".
Oh,
But
never
with the
mind.
white shoes, I can.
Man, this is the same girl that said, I don't like judging people on their height. She just said this because you can't change your height and height really don't matter. She just said that like 5 minutes ago. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Be like 6 foot.
He got some Balenciaga. He missing the beard, but he got everything.
I'm sorry, sis. I ain't with you on
I
this
know
one.
what y'all about to say.
I can't even
but
support
like-
you.
Man.
That's Morris Chestnut right there.
Nice,
bright
have a beard. There's no beard there though. It's not. Thank you. It's not full.
He still got a beard.
He got a little bit though.
Thank you. Somebody got something.
Okay,
But
all
it's
right.
thin.
So just to kind of open it up to everyone else, what did you guys think like when you watch this episode
Not
of
too much.
Angelique?
So
Chill out, y'all.
for me personally, like I feel like just watching, you was like, if
All over the
like,
place.
you looked at him, and I think in your mind you knew you didn't like him, but you didn't want to let him down.
Right. That's what I
hard.
got.
Because homie is bald, homie is dark skinned, homie got a beard. What's up?
And he 1 inch from 6 feet.
And he like you. And he like you. Man, he really like you. Like he
What
was.
does him
he was
liking me got to do?
Nothing
Well, that's what the show is about.
You said you, but you
the
described
conversation
him.
earlier.
You described him.
If Idris Elba was looking at you like that, how would you feel?
Girl, you would have been looking
He
right
just
back.
went boss, I'm saying.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's like we want to pull out popular people like Idris.
Wait, hold on. I want to ask you a question. What is a beard to you? Because there's different types of beards, and you said you want a man with a beard, and they're coming at you saying he has a beard. What's a beard to you?
This a beard.
sister. That's a beard.
You know what I'm saying?
She don't want no
We just let her off the hook. We just let her off the hook.
That's, yeah, go ahead, but you can rub like that. I like that.
All right, guys. So let's go ahead and wrap up this segment. So obviously we heard from TJ. What about the rest of you guys? Like, what did you guys think of Angelique on the show when you watched
I'm
it?
a
Not
team
eat
girl
me
all the
up.
time, but girl, she was tripping.
Oh,
Damn.
Angelique on the show when you
Hey, yo, I like this lady.
watched
I'm
it.
a
Not
team
eat
girl
me
all the
up.
time, but girl, she was tripping.
Oh,
I'm telling you, girl, all the time, but you was tripping and then look back. Yes! And then look back at her ass.
You was tripping, girl. You was
That's crazy.
all right. So
Yeah. Man, you gotta find you somebody else. I hope you find somebody because he not gonna do it. He not gonna do it. You know what I mean? His friends sent him on the show. He ain't really want to be there. He had a chance to take you out on a one-on-one date. And
go ahead and segue on
come
to
on,
our
man.
next
Give me the full
segment.
shot.
This
And he had a chance to him right here, he matched with her, if y'all don't know. Instead of going on a one-on-one date after the show, he invited another guy he met in the back. Like, oh, I met such and such from the show too. He was cool, so I invited him out on the date too. So he invited another dude out to third wheel it. You're gonna have to find you somebody that's down with the get down. After you go ahead and retire from that dance and get your last little years of pop locking and dropping in, get on up out of there, baby, and find you somebody.
single man walked out, and pretty much every single woman on the panel popped their balloon. Let's see who the unlucky fellow was. Hello, welcome in.
She was out here standing like security. I remember that stand. She was standing like she had a package in the middle of that thing. Why you was standing like that? Damn, this was a cooked ass show. This show was so cooked, man. I remember she was talking too much. This chest tattoo, you ain't even come back. Oh, this thing was cooked, man. Look at this. It looked like leather, but it caught a little bit of fire. Started scrunching out the bang, missing the gap. This is a cooked episode. Damn. She was in my top 3, but then by the end, she wasn't even in the top 10. It was only 10 people up here. It was crazy.
Come on in, don't be scared.
I popped my balloon because of basically the height. I think you're very handsome, and I love that you're giving back to your community with working with the kids. But yeah, it was just the height.
Just the height.
It was the attraction for me, and then also the height. I'm pretty tall, so I want somebody that I can look up to.
Put that foolishness on the
All right,
screen.
so TJ, a couple of the pops on you were due to height. First of all, how tall are you? Let's start with that.
All right. I'm 6'1".
You're 6'1".
I'm 6'1",
Okay.
and it was shown because that lady said she was 5'11".
She was 5'11". Yeah, she was taller.
5'2" with heels on, and I
Okay.
was like right there. So I'm 6'1".
Okay, you're 6'1". Okay, so was that shocking for you to hear? Like when they're like, "Oh, it's your height, it's your height."
Yeah, so for me, I feel like it wasn't so shocking because I hear height on TV on shows, but in real life, I'm 6'1", so like I don't see women taller than me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So like me personally, going on a show, I didn't really see any women that were taller than me. Like she was an inch maybe taller than me, but the rest of the women was shorter than me. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Ish,
Get on me.
you were one of the women that ended up hopping on TJ and saying like, it was the height thing. First, let's start off. How tall are you, Ish?
I'm 5'6.5" without heels or anything, standing flat foot.
Okay. So on, what's the usual height of a man that you date?
Because of how tall I am, and I'm like the type of woman that likes to dress up. So when I have on heels, I'm probably 5'9" or taller. Now let me clear things up, okay? So if you seen that clip we just watched, we were almost eye to eye. There is no denying that clip of
Only person he was eye to eye with was that deputy lady.
Go back to the clip. If you put it up on the screen. Now, I'm not saying that we are eye to eye because we just stood next to each other, TJ, and we already know what your height is now. But looking at you from that angle, it looked like I was looking at you dead in your eyes. I couldn't see like how tall we actually were. So the relationship that I was in prior, I was like this. I was like this to you.
Why it ain't work then? What happened? Why you on a dating show worrying about how tall your last dude was?
So that was that issue there. But I didn't pop just because of that. I popped because the guy before you, the first guy, he came on there and straight lied about his height. He couldn't be no more than 5'9", 5'10". He said he was 6 feet, and that just blew me. So I thought you were doing the him.
Everybody
so that
gotta
was
suffer.
that. And then it was your pants for real.
Damn, what's wrong with his pants?
All right.
They were just a little tight.
I got a couple comments.
Okay, go for it.
So now seeing me, how tall am I?
6'1". We.
Okay.
6 feet to 6'1".
So at that moment when you saw me, you judged me on a prior mistake of another man.
No.
Yes, you did. You just said the guy before came out lying, so you thought he was lying too.
No. I judge you off of what I seen. Like I said, I seen you eye to eye.
But you said a dude.
You just said that you was.
We all agree that you did
Did he
that.
change height or something?
I said because of that instance, I felt like that was you being dishonest about your height as well.
So you judged him off of the last guy. Y'all will hear yourself tell on yourself and still not. I'm not taking accountability.
Of another dude lying.
No. You said that you were 6'2", and I did not see you as 6'2", so it wasn't just based off of what he did. It was 6'1". He said he was 6'2" on the show though.
I said 6'2", but what you just said, like previously, was that you popped because another dude lied and you
No. I did not say I popped because another dude lied. I said I popped because your pants were too tight. I said that I popped because I thought you were being dishonest about your height, and I also said I popped because you were not.
I'm gonna move on.
That instance.
Height or something? I'm confused.
I said because 6 feet to 6'1".
So at
Damn, what's wrong with his pants?
He was 6 feet, and that just blew height. He couldn't be. The guy before you, the first guy, he came on there and straight lied about his height. He couldn't be no more than 5'9", 5'10". He said he was 6 feet, and that just blew me. So I thought you were doing the him. So that was that, and then it.
I don't know, bro.
all
Did he
agree
grow?
that you did
he
that.
change height or something? I'm confused.
No, I said because of that instance, I felt like that was you being dishonest about your height as well.
Because of another dude lying.
No.
said that.
You said that you were 6'2", and I did not see you as 6'2", so it wasn't just based off of what he did.
She
It
just
was
said
6'1".
that.
He said he was 6'2" on the show.
All right, come on, man.
Because
No,
another dude lied and you
No.
just saw it.
I did not say I popped because another dude lied. I said I popped because your pants were too tight. I said that I popped because I thought you were being dishonest about your height, and I also said I popped
All right.
because you were not.
I'm gonna move on.
She just said that, bro. And she can't remember herself saying that. Single forever.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Honestly, I
I
feel
love it. Come on. Come on, man. You being too...
like all the women on my show, like when y'all are all nice people, y'all all nice women. But I feel like when TJ came out, I feel like I set the precedence for everything to happen because I popped first and everybody immediately popped right after me. So I feel like I set the tone and I feel like it was just unfair because I did end up getting my balloon back.
Right.
So why
I'll
you?
say something about that. I did not pop
I
because
didn't
you
do that
popped,
because
baby.
of you.
Yeah,
I popped because he looked like.
That's how I feel.
I know, but I'm
It's not the
saying
truth, though.
he looked like a lot of family members. I'm Haitian, and he looks very much Haitian. And people are like, "Oh, why would you pop?" Because he looks like a family member. I don't want to wake up next to somebody that looks like my mom's friend or my cousin.
Wait, I'm
Do you
Haitian.
date
Wait,
black
so
men?
Kamina, you don't date Haitians because of
No,
that?
no.
You look Haitian. I ain't messing with you. And her name is Haitian Barbie doll or something.
To be honest, let me be real.
Go ahead.
I
You have to
actually
offend
don't.
me because I'm Haitian girl.
Go ahead. To be honest, let me be real. I actually don't.
No. To be honest, let me be real. I
You have to
actually
offend
don't.
me because I'm Haitian girl. What are we doing?
No.
What's
She not
going
dating
on?
No. It's one thing
going on?
is he looks like
She said, to be honest, let's be real. I actually don't. I don't date Haitian men. Now, if this was flipped, y'all would be like, you must hate your mom. You don't like your mom. You don't like your dad, do you? You hate your dad. Y'all don't be doing the same thing, no.
a relative. Like he looks. I can't explain it. Like
So he look like
Growing-
a Zoe. He look like a Zoe Poppy? That's
Well,
what
you
you
said
saying?
that-
no. Because there's some fine zoes. Let me.
No,
There's
but a
some
Zoe
fine
Poppy
zoes.
is like the Haitians that
You
look
said
like
that for like five
Zoe
people
Poppy.
though.
Okay, I wasn't gonna say
She
any
not from
names, but there's
South.
this
She
guy
from
named
Florida.
Jonas that my mom is really best friends with. He just looks like Jonas. That's all. I just didn't. I don't want to wake up to something that just looks
And this is the dating pool.
like. I just didn't know how to say it, but
I
that's
got a
really
question,
what it is.
though.
That's why I pop.
Okay.
Didn't
Danny,
you
go
say
ahead.
you have five, like couple people that look like your family members? Other than
Yeah,
him?
because Cliff was a family member too, and he looked way
No.
different.
He's not a family member. Like Cliff, for him, he looked like my cousin's best friend's baby daddy.
Stay home.
Okay.
That's
Let's go back to the
Stay
topic
home.
at hand.
Stay home.
I think Danny had a question over here. Let's hear from Danny.
Stay home.
Let's hear from Danny.
She said earlier, like, I just want to know, what does height have to do with leadership?
Good man, like what's
Yeah, like I mean, a man could lead you, in the right direction, and whether you looking at him at the same height or whatnot,
And she did say that. She said, I want to meet a man that leads first, and then I can follow in his footsteps. But what does a man leading have to do with height? All over the place. But she's not going.
Oh, I
Watch.
thought that when you're looking into a relationship, you're looking to see, a future with this person, compatibility. Yeah, exactly.
But you still
For
want to be
sure,
I disagree,
but
bro.
attracted to
Yeah.
that
You still want to
person.
be attracted,
And that
to
goes
that.
off of what we were talking about before. Like, if
But y'all just said, oh, you can't control your height.
you're just not attracted to somebody, then you're not like gonna pursue that person
Right.
regardless. So it like
But
they
y'all not saying that, though.
could be a great leader, like I just said with the other race thing. They can be the best person, in Asian form or a different race, but that's not my preference. And in particular, just like you said, pointing to
Asian
the fact
form
that
is
you
crazy.
said first impression is everything.
Right.
If you come out with tight pants and that's my first impression of you,
Right.
I'm thinking you just walking around, with tighty whiteys and leggings every day. No, TJ, don't take it like that. I'm
Hold
just
on.
saying,
Okay,
like,
last comment.
that's my impression.
Look,
of you.
Oh, let's hear from
Talking
Tara.
about
We haven't heard from
impressions,
Tara.
That's what it is.
Let's hear from Tara.
Oh, my fault.
Okay, so I didn't pop because Tiffany popped. It was the first guy. He came out. I was trying to give him a chance, and then after that, I realized if I'm just not feeling someone at first, I should just go ahead and just pop initially, right? So when I think TJ was the second guy, so that's why I popped for him, and I didn't want to take that chance away from anybody else with me holding on to my balloon till like the last round. But I
like who
do think
behind you?
I should have at least given him the opportunity to come out, you know, say his name, where he was from, what he do for a living. Like I do wanted to publicly apologize to you. The next day we went to the museum and we talked about that, and I told you, like, you know, I don't think that was right. I think everybody should come out and at least.
So they went on a date the night of the show. He brought a guy that he met that was on the show too, third wheeled him. Then they went on another date the next day, and she brought her, third wheeled him.
Have the opportunity to like say your name or something. I don't know.
And I agree. Okay,
with
last
Tara.
comment from Jay, and then we'll go ahead and move on from this.
I just got to point out the hypocrisy, right? Because when y'all got this going on, it's that's a preference. But when y'all talking about me, it's like,
come on.
Oh, we do this for us. We do this for women, right? But how come it's not that same sentiment when y'all talking about us?
Say something, Joe Higo. Say something.
Just digest it. I don't even want y'all to answer that.
Little thumb hit ass.
Really think about that, because we get hit with this all the time, and we gotta eat that shit. And y'all always hit us with this height, all this stuff. We don't never get to say our preferences, and that's just it. But y'all always got some kind of hypocrisy and comeback for y'all preferences, but ours are always wrong. And
Your pants too tight. We don't like your height. You're short.
I'm really getting tired of the double standards, man, because in real life it really don't be like that. But on this show, y'all really be playing like that. It's not cool.
Okay. All right. So kind of to stay on the topic of TJ for a bit, after all those pops, you did eventually end up leaving with a match, which was Tiffany. And one of the main topics that came up with this match was her profession. So let's take a look at
Along for that.
this quick clip.
Word. Okay. Okay. Do you like to dance?
Yes, I love to dance. I'm a dancer.
You're.
I'm an exotic
I've dated
dancer.
a lot of dancers.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I was confused. I thought he heard and understood. I'm like, damn, that boy dated a lot of strippers? Damn.
Dated a lot of dancers. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have no problem with that.
I think I'm good with a young lady right there.
Come on, Tiffany. Come on up.
Boy, you gotta listen, boy. Oh, y'all went to the follow-up?
For my part, my only person that asked me in my family about it, I think one of my cousins or somebody was like, "Hey, did you know she was a exotic dancer?" And I was like, "I didn't know, actually." And we talked about it. Like we talked at the same time when she said it.
Yeah,
like, when
I
she
figured.
said dancer, I dated a lot of dancers, but then like when she said exotic dancer, I was like talking. If I would have heard that, I'm not gonna lie, maybe I would have popped. Maybe.
You thought she was a ballet dancer?
Hey.
Yeah, he thought she was plie-ing in the first position and shit. She was in that first position, all right. Face down, ass up, hands on your knees. Look, and she's like, and the thing I like about her though, she knows that he's in the hot seat. All jokes are on him right now. All focus is on him right now. Joe Hill, you looking at her, and they looking at him, but her only focus is him. How's he feeling in this moment, his comfortability? And you could read that from her. I do like that.
All right, so let's start with Tiffany. So Tiffany, as we saw, he said maybe if he would have heard it, he would have popped. So how does your profession like affect your dating life?
There's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to exotic dancers. I use the term exotic dancer because I work in gentlemen's clubs. A lot of people don't know the difference between gentlemen's clubs and strip clubs.
She around them white folks.
Clubs, you're fully nude. You're on your feet all the time. Gentlemen's clubs is mostly just topless, and you're talking to men a lot. You're not really dancing.
Okay.
So
That's why I tell you she be listening to the dudes. Them gentlemen club, they just sitting on your lap telling you, and dudes be talking about how they don't like their wife and their kids getting on their nerves and they want to run away from home. Them strip clubs, they shaking it so hard, a speckle of the JJ juice might fly and get on your shirt. They making it clap. They going to the ceiling, doing splits, landing on people. Ain't know how much a dance costs. Just keep throwing your money, sir. If you want me to keep dancing, just keep on throwing all your funds. Make it rain. Let's do bottle wars and money fights.
nuances, like it's a lot of nuances to it. So I feel like people that I've tried to date in the past, they always have preconceived notions about me. And you're not really going to know who I am unless you give me a chance, you know?
Biddy's out is Biddy's out.
So How would you say it's affected your past relationships, or even if you bring it up to someone you're just
I mean, I was in a long-term relationship. It was just I didn't get married, so I left. Like, I'm not getting any younger. I'm only
Right.
getting older. So it's just
How many stripper weddings y'all went to? Any dancers out there that used to dance, that still dance? How many weddings, stripper weddings, you been to? I know you've been to a lot of baby showers. But how many weddings?
it's like, if you're not getting something out of your situation, you should move on.
Okay. All right. So, TJ, you said it would have been a maybe pop. Why would it have been a maybe pop?
Because when I first heard her say dancer, I've dated burlesque dancing. I've dated people who done African dancing, Latin dancing, but we talked at the same time. So my stigma towards stripping was stripping. And then I didn't understand that that's what she was doing. And so that's why I said maybe, but then, like I said, I got to know her, and I said, she's a very nice human being, and that goes further than my stripper mindset. It goes more into like, who are you as a person? So I think she's a great person. Okay. So whether it's a lasting romantic relationship, I think me and Tiffany would be friends forever.
That's good to hear. Any thoughts from anyone on the floor? Cap. Oh, what's Cap?
Someone said Cap?
Yeah, Danny did.
I heard something too.
What's Cap? What's
Stand
Cap?
on business. Would you not
What do you
date an
mean by
exotic
that?
dancer?
When she say dancer, I don't know, maybe it's an Atlanta thing. Somebody say dancer, that's the first thing.
That's universal.
No, it's all the same.
Yeah, if you tell me you dancing, I'm not thinking ballet or tap or none of that shit. I'm like, oh, you out here dancing, especially as an adult. I'm be like, oh, where you dancing at? KOD, G5, booby traps. You know what I'm saying? Where you, Scarlett's? Where you at? Let me know where you at.
Dancing
Honestly,
is I mean,
you're from Atlanta, so when you hear dancer, I know this girl. She worked in the club.
Yeah.
So that's probably what he's saying. Like, when
Hey, dating a dancer ain't nothing like your girl getting dressed and putting that makeup on and putting all them outfits in that book bag, them little skimpy outfits in them book bags to go get butt naked and shake some ass on somebody. Ain't no feeling like that, boy. You gotta watch her get all her stuff together and put her stuff in that little book bag, her little duffel bag, and go head on. You go out there and get them little meats hard. I'll see you when you get home. God, diggity dog. Coming home 6, 7, the lights coming on the outside lights coming, the sun coming up. God diggity dog. All clubs, they're not getting butt booty naked though. You know what I mean? But in Miami, they butterball booty naked, and people got their phones out in Miami. So if somebody throwing money, you could flashes is on. They don't even say put your phones up. It's fair game. People got phones. Yeah. You look on somebody's story, your old lady butt naked on somebody's story. It's gonna take I wouldn't even say it's gonna take a strong man. It's gonna take a special human being to be able to deal with something like that and still be able to love you and wife you up and all that good stuff like that. And Miami is also touchy feely. Like, I'm not a strip club guy, but I've been to clubs and throwing money, and the women be like, "Why you not touching me?" They'll grab your hands and put it. I was sitting in a chair like this. I had a girl like, how come he ain't, like, my homies was like, oh no, he just be chilling. He don't be on that. This girl grabbed my head and bounced it off her butt like 5, 10 times, like straight bare butt naked booty. I'm like, golly. And a lot of, I don't know if it's me. I highly doubt it is though. But a lot of times when you get you a dance, or you go in the back rooms, they putting that knee or that hand, they grabbing your crotch. They grabbing your private areas. And you'll be a fool with me. Oh, I don't do that. I don't do that kind of stuff. Yeah, all right. I ain't never been to a strip club where they ain't try to grab my meat. I be like, hey, yo, you ain't got to do all that. I'm just out here trying to vibe, might get a little something to eat. You ain't got to do all that. They going to the meat grab to try to get that money on about you. They goal is to drain all that money about you as quick as hell because they don't want to go elsewhere. Let me get it up out of them.
People, when you heard dancer, you're thinking of something else. But he heard dancer since he's from like stripper culture, where he's from.
Damn, my dog gotta be from stripper culture. Damn, Atlanta, y'all stripper culture?
Comes to his mind.
Yeah, and I don't gotta prove nothing. The women I dated will tell y'all they weren't strippers. They was dancers.
Okay.
So it is what it is.
And let this be known, this is not the only thing I do.
What you do, baby? I do wax people. I do lashes. What you do? Tell them what you do.
I have a podcast. I have multiple businesses. This is a stepping stone. I believe in investing in myself.
I hope so, man. I mean that. I'm cracking jokes, but I really hope you get up out of there and you don't get forced up out of there. You don't be one of them girls in there and be like, the money ain't like how it used to be. We used to make this money. The guy ain't. The club dead now. It's time to go. It's time to pass the baton. Don't be one of them bartenders in there late, all in your 30s and 40s, still bartending. Pass the baton to somebody in their 20s. Pass it. Just like it was passed to you. Get your ass up out of there.
So if no one is going to invest in me, I'm going to invest in myself.
As you should.
Once again,
That's how I get my money to invest in myself.
And I said in that episode, you shouldn't come at strippers just because they strip, man. Like, she don't want to do that the rest of her life. You can't do that the rest of your life. So, like, her as a person, you probably should get...
Bro, it's just, I'm not coming to anybody. Do what you want. Strippers are needed. The naked hustle is needed. It's just morally not right. Let's just be real. And I can compare it to, hey, man, you shouldn't come at drug dealers like that. You know, they just drug dealing just to try to get by. I know drug dealing is illegal. I do know that. But that's what they're just doing. You shouldn't come at scammers like that. He only scammed them old people just to get... I know that's illegal, but... You know what I mean? You taking your clothes off. You shouldn't come at... She an escort, so what? You shouldn't come at her like that. She just getting her money. You know what I mean? So what? She got sugar daddies. She just trying to make it. She gonna get that enough sugar daddy money and stop doing it. No, bruh. Let's bring back the shame. Let's say it's morally incorrect. That's fine. Go dance. Go cool. Good for you. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it a buck. You shouldn't think about dances like that. She just getting her money just so she could do something better. Bitch sound like a simp, don't he?
You can't do that the rest of your life. So, like, man. And I said in that episode, you shouldn't come at strippers just because they strip, man. Like, she don't want to do that the rest of her life. You can't do that the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. So, like,
he like her, though. He like her and he caring about her. He trying to protect her. He don't want to feel attacked. I don't know what you got all up around this collar, what you did. I don't know. You holding a baby or something, burped or something, your neck sweating. You got a mustache? You gonna have to wax that top lip. You gotta wax that top lip. You gotta wax that top lip, baby. Come on, especially coming on this show, you gotta pluck that, wax that.
As a person, you probably should get to know beyond that. And so I was able to get to know that basically because I didn't hear it. Mm-hmm. So how
many opportunities you gonna get to know a stripper beyond stripping though? Come on, man.
Beyond that got expanded, and I thank her for it. Now, like I said, so my stigma beyond that got expanded, and I thank her for it. Now, like I said, whether
she had set that thing down, had a little recoil on it.
My stigma beyond that
got some good thighs on it.
Expanded, and I thank her for it. Now, like I said, whether it works romantically or not, it still was a judgment that I shouldn't have made because my balloons got popped with people not knowing me.
And it's crazy because the way that we met, I prejudged you, and you didn't get the opportunity to prejudge me because you didn't hear that.
This thing got stains everywhere, man. This ain't no ski, is it? Oh, to the windows, to the walls, this thing looking crazy. I don't know about this one. I don't know, guys. Look at this. I know what some dry ski look like now.
And I should have been more...
I'm just joking.
...delicate with the situation, knowing how much I get prejudged. So, yeah, that's why I got my balloon back.
Okay. All right, Tiff. Okay, so in this next segment, it's the ladies of episode 23. So as we all know, the internet, they criticize you guys, said all types of things.
All type of shit.
So let's go ahead and take a look at one of the segments.
And I feel like I'm on like a TED Talk when I'm like listening to you.
And the teeth just were not for me. Not for me.
And you said classy. I feel like I'm classy, but when it comes to being Haitian, I'm more of a hype girl. I like to get people out, dance, and in my
Look at her like, yep, that's me, Haitian doll. Please.
lyrics are a bit like, so yeah.
What?
Okay, so Jason, we'll go ahead and start with you. So they came for your teeth, the way you talk, like, how are you feeling going down that line and hearing all those things about yourself?
I mean, things I've never really heard that much before.
Okay.
I mean, things I've never really heard that much before.
Okay.
But not really shocked by it because it's snap, thoughts. Also, too, like even some of my friends and family, like, bro, like the way that you seemed on there is not how you really are. Cause like everybody who knows me know I'm like the latest person you meet. I'm always like, hype and whatever. But it's very different because when you're on there, you're trying to hear and articulate all that kind of stuff first time as well. So like even when Tara was talking, to her defense, it was like I was very just kind of drawn in, trying to listen and understand and stuff like that. The teeth thing, never heard that before, but I mean, I get it. People have their preferences.
Preference.
You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I didn't think anything of it. I'm not the kind of person that like, oh my gosh, my feelings kind of thing. I'm like,
Okay.
oh, that's crazy. But yeah.
Okay. And then so Tara, you said he sounded like a TED Talk or something like that.
Yeah, it just seemed like how he was. It was very business.
Listen to her talk.
Something like that.
Yeah, it just seemed like how he was. It was very business. That's how it sounded.
Listen to her talk. She got a little them small classroom speech going on a little bit.
And I'm just big on energy, so I was wanting to see more of like his personality, and so that's what I was presented with. So that's how I just assumed he was. And for me personally, I need someone like a bit more like.
What are you looking at, man? Who are you looking at? Look. She confused. Who are you looking at?
Kind of goofy and like fun, and not someone that's just so like business all the time, because I have to be business all the time at work. So when I come home, I want to have fun. Like I want to,
Yeah.
And then
Who is you looking at? Who are you looking at?
after he sat down and he was completely opposite, and I was like, dude, what was going on? And they were like, what, Jason, like boring? No, that's not him. And I just wish I could have seen that, so maybe we could have possibly matched or something.
That she's shooting a shot.
Still a great guy.
Okay, so if he would have showed more of like his goofy personality, is he someone that's your type, like physically?
I know on the show I did say he was like physically, like he would have been someone I would have been interested in knowing just off of initial attraction.
Okay.
But then there's that extra energy part where I would have liked that as well for me to be able to match with him.
Okay. So now, Ish, you
Shorty talk slow, boy.
Or like teach something like you like focus on pretty heavy. Is it something that's like deal breaker or not for you?
When we're talking about this setting, yes.
Okay.
Simply because, that's like the first thing for me that I look at someone smile.
Yeah.
Because I'm a really.
Hold on, fam. What you got right? What's this on the floor? I see the bottom of her shoes. Y'all got some drinks out there?
That's like the first thing for me that I look at someone smile.
Yeah.
Because I'm a really cheeky person and I like a guy that makes me laugh, and I don't want to be drawn to that area in the wrong way. Okay. I'm choosing my words
They laughing because she said she a very cheeky person.
carefully because y'all tried to eat me alive.
Nah, you ate yourself alive on that. When you look at this, they ain't lying.
But I'm being honest. It was just the attraction thing for me, and teeth are a big thing, and it just was not my vibe. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Well,
Well,
my
let's
story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right. Well, then let's take a look at another clip from episode 23.
You said like the man should take more of like the bills and stuff. If you would have been like both incomes and like we build together and like that kind of thing, then rather
Look how she
just
look.
saying
Look
like
how she look.
the man should take care of majority of the bills.
Okay, so can you go into detail a little more as to what you meant at this part? Because
Everybody confused. I'm still confused. Every time she talk, I get confused.
we were all just a little bit confused.
We know Arletta is confused.
Can you go into detail a little more as to what you meant at this part? Because we were all just a little bit confused.
It made sense in my head. I didn't articulate it well. Obviously, people came from my neck. I'm very much not dumb. It just didn't come out right, y'all.
Man, listen to how she just said that, man. You're giving us Forrest Gump right now, man.
I'm very much not dumb.
She keep looking the wrong way. Nobody's over there.
It just didn't come out right, y'all. I really don't even like the 50-50 question in general. I feel like that's big on how y'all are aligned mindset-wise. I don't feel like either way is a problem as long as both parties agree. For me personally, I would just rather build with someone. And I put a lot into my career so far. So I would like to help out. Like, I know, especially in this economy, all bills and stuff on one person is a lot, whether you're a man or a woman.
Facts.
So if I'm thinking logically, he's gonna have to take care of me, him, and like I want 3 kids. So that's what, 5 cars, that's a house, a mortgage, that's college, that's
Yeah, she ain't
like,
really got it
I'm
all
just
there.
being real.
She a
That's a
little. She a little.
A lot of cars.
She got a car, I got a car, 3 kids.
And all the
got a car.
kids, yep.
Oh, they gotta get a car when they turn 16.
Yeah, like I have a lifestyle that I want to live. And so if I have to help out to like make both of our lives easier, I feel like there shouldn't be a problem with that. And the women came to my neck a lot.
Damn, Joe Higo, you don't like that? You ain't say nothing on that one. Barbie doll, Haitian doll, you ain't say nothing on that one. Y'all don't like that? Y'all don't want to help?
Dub.
Okay. See, now that you had some time to able to explain it, it makes
but
sense
they were
now.
like, oh, so you don't like, why you don't want your man to provide? I didn't say I didn't want.
Nah, man, they want you to be begging, just like them. I don't want to work. I'm not a hard worker. I just want to be a stay-at-home wife. Newsflash, being a stay-at-home wife and taking care of kids is sometimes harder work than the damn dude going to work. That ain't easy peasy. That's hard work. Maintaining the household, being a mother, being a wife, that's hard work. That ain't easy. No, sir. Taking care of kids ain't nothing about that easy. You dealing with you dealing with people that's selfish and don't even know they're selfish. That's hard work.
I said I want us to.
Shout out to all the parents out there, the stay-at-home parents, and just parents in general, man. It's hard work.
Build together. And I feel like in this time, a lot of people just put a lot on like man should just be a provider, and they don't really have to do anything else like other than money. And for me personally, I make my own money, so you're gonna have to bring a little something more than just money for me.
Okay.
Personally, and there was nothing wrong with what Cliff said. We just had we kind of were saying the same thing. I think the intention behind them were kind of different. I just feel like he was more traditional in a sense, and I'm more, I wouldn't say a modern woman, but more of like a hybrid. So there's nothing, like no side is wrong. I just feel like it's a matter of preference.
Yeah, so I agree with you on that point.
Why you bring that dog, man? Come on, man. Stop, chill out, man. God dang.
Everybody should do whatever they think and they like. So if you're a 50-50 person, if you're a 100% person, if you're a none person, hey, there's people out there for everybody, you know. But my philosophy is kind of what you were articulating earlier, where it's like, I don't think it should be 50-50. I think it should be, sometimes somebody's 30% and the woman needs to do 70%, and sometimes the woman's feeling 20% and the guy should be 80%. I
It's a
think
partnership, yeah.
it should be an equal partnership, right? Because in this life, right, it takes 2 to tango. And if people are so obsessed over 50-50, who brings what to the table, like at the end, it's BS.
And they be single as hell.
Can you grow with your partner? Can you guys, balance each other out?
Right. Y'all have to be
Facts.
aligned. It doesn't matter what you believe. As long as you find someone that can counteract that and is aligned with you, that's all that matters.
Do what works for you, guys. Do what works. Do not let social media tell you this is what you should be getting from a man. Do not let social media tell you this is what you should be getting from a woman. Do what works for you. And on the 50-50, 70-30, I agree. I agree. I feel that both parties should be putting in 100%. Put it all in. Put it all in. Everybody go all in every aspect. Go all in the bills together. Go all in parenthood together. Go all in cooking together. Go all in cleaning together. Go all in. Go all in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Cliff, in that moment when she had popped her balloon, did you understand why?
I was a little confused about it, but I mean, now that she explained it, everything, I mean, I feel a little bit, I understand a little bit more what she was talking about. So, I mean, I get it now.
Okay.
But, I mean, in that sense, I feel like the whole 50-50 thing, it could be, different views on it. So, I feel like a woman, what she brings to the table is great as well. So, I wasn't knocking that. Like, I would love for a woman to, work and do everything too, but I'm just that type of person that I'm going to do stuff as well too, just because where I came from and the background that I live. So I would like to motivate my woman as well to do, whatever job, whatever career path she want to do or whatever she wants.
That boy came back on the show and said, my match ain't work. I'm trying to come back and get you. That's probably the one that snitched and told about the sugar daddy. Come back and get her, fam. Go get her. Do whatever you need to do because she's listening to you. She's smiling. She seems intrigued. You got eye contact. I hope you ain't leave this building without getting a number or something.
Want to do in the house or outside of the house. So that was just me. Just far as like the whole 50-50 thing, like I bring a lot to the table too, and I wouldn't mind a woman bringing it as well, match my hustle as well. So.
All right, so this next clip includes you again, Cliff, but
Damn,
this
Cliff.
time with Ish. Let's take a look.
Where are
Ish
you
told
currently?
too?
Like, where do you live?
Ish, you snitched
currently
too?
in Las Vegas.
Okay. So long distance is a no for you. Where are you?
I'm in Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, Detroit.
Why you came? Oh, yeah, I was on your head for
So
this.
Ish, we talked a bit about this on Band Talks to Them.
Reiterated.
Yes, ma'am. So when you had applied onto the show, did you not realize that it was like a long distance thing and people come from all over the U.S. to come?
No, I just thought I would come to Arizona and find love in Detroit.
On the show?
I was aware of that.
Okay.
And I'll say it, like I said on the show before, it was never something that I was completely just disregarding. However, the distance was a bit too far. I live all the way in the Midwest. He lives all the way on the West Coast. If it was
Vegas ain't
somebody
all the way
that
on the
had
West
been
Coast.
closer to me, Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, somewhere in my proximity, because those are still parts of the United States. Am I right? Or am I? All right. So it was the proximity, too far. I can take a 4-hour drive.
I just looked up a Chicago to Vegas flight, $48. $48 you can get out there. You can get out there for $48, man.
Drive to Ohio. I can take a 30-minute flight to India, depending on where you are. It was the distance with which he was.
4-hour flight.
Las Vegas, Nevada is just it was too far for me. I wasn't willing to do something that long distance.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and that's all it was.
Coming on the show, you're gonna get a mixture of individuals from all over the state. So what I can say is hey, you may be banking on somebody that's closer, right? Like you said, Ohio or Illinois or whatever. Coming from West Coast to Midwest is like a 5-hour flight.
It's a huge
6-hour
jump.
flight.
So
yeah,
Ain't
let's
nothing
talk
no
about it.
6-hour flights, please. From Miami to LAX is 5:20. Ain't nothing no 6-hour flight. The only thing to be a struggle is that damn 3-hour time difference. Ain't nothing no 6-hour flight. So please stop it.
Unless you guys are gonna get hitched the next day, it's a big commitment for a little bit of value, in my opinion.
I was
Thank you.
closed off because I was on multiple episodes. So the first episode I was on, I was closed off to the opportunity of, connecting with
Oh no, I'm tweaking. LAX to New York is 6:20. But that's not what they're doing. They're doing Chicago and Vegas.
somebody that wasn't in the same proximity as me or close. So I didn't really match with anybody because I kept popping on anybody who didn't live close enough to me. But then the second time I came around the show, I was open-minded to the possibility of matching with somebody that was further away. But I understand where she's coming from.
So what?
It just depends on how actively you're looking.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel the same way.
If you're like, oh, I'll wait on it, or if you're like, oh, I want something now, you know, you will compromise your distance. Your distance.
She own him.
Definitely.
The only thing I have to say about that is I agree with what it said about the Detroit. I feel where she's coming from on that. But the one thing that I did say when I introduced myself was where I was from. I was a project manager based in Las Vegas, so I wanted to make that clear to the ladies where I was from out the gate, because if it was a distance issue, then I would like for them to pop.
Pop
so
right away, yeah.
I didn't want to waste nobody's time. If I'm being from Las Vegas, that was going to be an issue. So that's why I made it clear that I was a project manager from Las Vegas. So that's why I wanted the ladies to know where I was from, because if it was she from Detroit or New York or something like that, if that was going to be the reason, then we could have got that out the way instead of me coming to the end and feeling like I had that connection and I had that connection with that woman. And it didn't go that way, so it would have saved us both a lot of time. If I would have she would have popped out the gate, and we wouldn't made it to the end to hear that.
So you got them people that hold to the end. This one, fix your eyeball. This one. Why hold that to the end?
But I don't have no hard feelings or nothing about it. She made her decision and she did what she felt was best for her, and that was being from Detroit. The distance was an issue, so I didn't have no problem with it.
Okay. I feel it, and I understand what you were saying, but I missed that. I think I asked that again because I missed that.
So to be devil's advocate, exactly what you were saying as well is like, as we were on the stage as well, sometimes you don't really fully catch everything, just like what you said as well.
I definitely missed that.
Right. You kind of forget everything that they say. You kind of fixated or focused on, either the person that you're looking at, right? You're sizing them up and down, so you're not really fully present in what they're saying. Or you're fixated on one specific thing that they said, and your mind's thinking about that instead of other questions. So I can see where you could have missed that and then wanted to hear that again.
And that's why I agree. Asked again.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Well, being on this show kind of opened my mind up to long distance. Like I hit the bug like on my way back to Atlanta. I was like, maybe I could have match with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because at first I ain't really get it that we meet somebody that's across the country, but connection is spiritual, and spiritual knows no time and knows no distance. You understand what I'm saying? So like on the way back home to Atlanta, it kind of opened me up, just like, you know what, I don't care where she at. If obviously we need some help, that's what we on the show. So if I'm more open to entertaining communication wise with distance.
I also want to say, right, if you're willing to come to Phoenix to be on the show, that's because you want to be on the show.
If you could come to Phoenix, you can go to Vegas. You came on to Phoenix to potentially meet people. BM came out the woodworks on you whole. Man, look at this walking. It been walked in like it was WrestleMania. Damn, Stone Cold. All I need is the glass breaking sound.
On the show, so, if I'm more open to entertaining communication wise with distance.
Sorry, husband. Here you go. Yeah.
I also want to say, right, if you're willing to come to Phoenix to be on the show.
Look at that face. Look at that. Oh, shit. Look at that face. Oh, yes, sir.
That's because you want to be on the show. That means you can travel to go and meet the person that you're trying to build with.
And he's saying that because Arlette was from the States, but he wasn't even from over here. He started dating Arlette when he was living in another country. Fell in love with Arlette ass and tied that knot. So he is a perfect example that long distance could work if you wanted to work. Pick up your bottom lip now. Shit just got juicy. That bitch came out the woodwork. Because there was some girls when they did that BM talk with all the guys, then the girls did it. And then one of the girls went on social media, it wasn't her, and was like, I don't even like how BM talked to us. And he ain't saying I'm disrespectful or rude, but that's just a different way that men communicate. It's straightforward and direct. And then we can agree, we can disagree, or we can agree to disagree. But that's fine.
That means you can travel to go and meet the person that you're trying to build with.
Well, that's a one-time trip versus you trying to build a relationship with somebody and then wanting you to
Why would you one time trip in your own city then?
come out every month or every other week? You know what I'm saying?
But you want to be on the show. If you want to go and see that person,
That's
you
true.
can travel.
Can I chime in on that? Because that's exactly what I was gonna say. At the end of the day, God, if you really like somebody, and
You out of
feel-
there. You out of there. I'm out of there. If I really, I'm out of there. I can come to you. You can come to me. Guess what? We can meet halfway somewhere. I'm gone. If I really like you, I'm gone. I'm on them flights. I'm on them.
that chemistry,
gonna do what it
ladies,
takes.
Catch that flight.
ladies,
Yes.
fellas.
So there's a saying where it says,
I don't think
go ahead.
she's
Sorry, I
finished.
didn't mean to interrupt you. Go
You'll buy
ahead.
that watch. You'll travel to me.
But what I was trying to say is that at the end of the day, if you really, really like
They cooking your ass this episode. They were cooking her, and they took her off the grill, and now they cooking you.
someone and you're super interested. Now, there can be other determining factors like children, whatever the situation might be that may not cause you to move. Y'all will find that job. Y'all gonna find that remote job.
Yep,
When you
yep,
really like somebody,
yep,
you're gonna do what
yep.
it does. Love conquers all.
That's
you know,
very
and
true.
like he said, we came here knowing that there's the possibility that someone is not gonna be from our town, you know? So you have to come on this show open-minded. You have to
Man, I don't know what these is. White, wet jellyfish, tissue paper that's wet. These shits. Where you got these from?
come on this show understanding. But I get what you're saying too, like, because me too, I
You got these big ass nut balls on your ears. What the hell? These
was kind of hoping I could
these are crackers that you don't want to break from Squid Games. It could be a triangle or star.
meet someone that's a little closer to me,
Proximate,
a little.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, if I like you, what's up? And if you like me, what's up?
You gonna make it happen. You gonna make it happen.
No, I get what you're saying.
Because then that's why a lot of us are still single.
You're basing that off of a strong feeling. You can't get that feeling off of a couple questions with somebody.
Can I
and
say
I just
something?
didn't have that feeling.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Love doesn't stay in one place.
Come on, man.
Love is not
Absolutely.
in one area. If you're struggling to find the love of your life, maybe you need to look somewhere else.
BM! That's what I'm talking about! That boy came out the woodworks, grabbed a mic. BM came out that bit like this. BM said, can I say something? If you BM said, if you ain't found love in your city, it might be time to relocate. But you can be in love with your city, but is your city in love with you? Let that ass know, BM.
You know, me and Arlette, we
Tell
live
his
in the
story.
same country.
Arlette. He told the story 112 times. Let him tell it 113.
Talk. So just to kind of live in the same country.
Look at Arlette. Arlette ain't supporting no man but BM. And I get it now. I love that for you.
Me and Arlette, we wasn't even in the same country. Talk. So just to kind of let you guys know that long distance shouldn't be something that is blocking you from finding somebody, because I'm telling you right now, if you're struggling, maybe you need to look somewhere else.
And all y'all struggling. That's what y'all don't. We sit at home and we agree and disagree, but these people struggling so much they went on a TV on a YouTube show and play with balloons because they can't find love. They struggling.
Else.
Long
It's only
distance can actually
temporary.
make your relationship
You
a
know,
lot
it's-
stronger.
it's a
too.
temporary-
Yeah.
BM, hand the mic back over. Time to go.
Right.
Trust
and it's
factor.
temporary.
Time
One
is up,
person
BM.
can move. You know, I understand it can be hard, but if you find that person that is the one that you want from somewhere else, you know you're not going to get that person where you are. Maybe you need to find a way to make it work.
Right.
And that's what the show is about. I'm out.
I'm out. That boy Mike drop gave it back to Arlette.
I was like, oh, I thought something was wrong with my mic.
BM talks to them.
BM talks.
BM talks.
All right. So, Rob, You got a couple of bald comments, and they also mentioned how you talk and things like that. Let's take a look at your segment.
Not a
Bald
meatball
is
hit
not
her.
really my thing. I think
Man, I can't even control it.
I know.
He took it
I
easy,
don't
though.
mean to say it like that. It's just I feel like maybe if we were 40s and like you were bald, then it would be like different. But we're like really young.
Oh, no, I know.
So yeah, that's it. And then I don't want to be mean, but I just don't really like how you talk.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hi, my name is Camina and I'm 27, and it's just about the hair thing.
Hey, man, saying they don't like bald-headed men but got a wig on is nuts, ain't it? Let me see what's under there, man. I want to see what's up under there, man.
All right. So, Camila, you said it's just about the hair thing. You don't like bald either?
No, not really. I grew up all my life with my stepdad being bald, to be honest.
Oh.
It's a family thing with you, boy. You had some family trauma troubles.
Yeah.
Family trauma, girl.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of family trauma. It's just that, I like a particular look for me as well, too. Just like everybody has their type. And it's just, for me, bald is just not for me. And I've seen that too many times growing up with myself. I just prefer hair. But, once I'd be an old woman, I probably wouldn't care. But as me right now, as a young lady, I
Man, look at this, man.
want a man with hair on his head. Old woman, I probably wouldn't care. But as me right now, as a young lady, I want a man with hair on his head.
That's all I was saying.
That's it. Okay. Right now, as a young
That thing lifting up right there. That shit lifting up right there.
young lady, I want a man with hair on his head.
That's all I was saying.
That's it. Okay.
Bald just mean a lot of testosterone ladies. They got that,
I don't care what it mean. I like a man with hair.
All right, so Ish, you kind of mentioned how he talks was one of the reasons you popped. How does he talk? What was it?
He's a little bit too soft-spoken for me. With the woman that I know that I am, maybe more assertion.
Okay.
And that shows a lot, about a person, the way they speak. The way they speak. So the really soft-spokenness, like, it just didn't,
sit well with you.
It didn't tickle my fancy. So,
Rob, have you ever gotten that before about you're too soft spoken for me?
Actually, no, I have not. I get very smoothing, right?
You made that word.
Soothing with the smoothing.
I've never.
I like
I've never
that.
had it's so soft. I've been like, hey, you calm down my temperament, and especially after a long day of working or going out there in the world, like I've said before on the catch up, there's a time and place for everything. If I gotta raise my voice and assert dominance, I'll do that. Like, it's no problem. But for me,
I like the way you talk.
Thank
I'm not gonna lie. You speak very well. You articulate yourself very well. You sound very well educated. Personally, I just don't like the hood scrimp fold like 5'6", 7, Kodak black. You speak like a man who has an education. You speak like a man with wisdom and knowledge. So I beg to differ.
it's a match.
She trying to say, see that was sarcasm and shade. Like, well, go get him then. Go be with him. Why you ain't match with him? It's a match. Woo, good for you. Not me though. They tearing her up, but.
So I beg to differ.
It's a match.
Look, and she see the shade.
Oh, she is. I just like the way I like the way he talks. That's all.
Okay.
yeah. So yes, I got him that. And then in terms of the bald comment,
Right.
you know what they say? The most successful people in the world are bald. Just let you know.
Screaming. Is that what they say?
Yeah. Well, it's because of stress.
So yours is because of stress.
I used to have a big old bunch of hair, man.
I used to have a big old
Too
bunch
much
of hair.
stress made all the hair go.
Hey, every day I woke up, it was another hair follicle on my pillow.
Rob, bye.
but you know, I love being bald. I wouldn't change it for the world, you know.
Nothing wrong
So
with it.
shout out to all my bald brothers out there.
And I just can I
Shout out to the bald men.
Take
can
the
I
head
set
off.
the record straight?
Show the ball.
Can I
Go
set
ahead.
the record straight? Because a lot of people have something to say about the fact that I waited to pop Maul's balloon and he was bald too. Now listen, I'm not saying that every bald person on the face of this earth I'm not, you know, interested in or I'm not attracted to. It's just that for me, that is a really big thing. And in that situation, like, I didn't like it with you. No offense, you're handsome, everything, you know, like I said before. But I don't think that because that's not my preference, like, I can't have exceptions to that. I feel like everybody has exceptions to that. Like, if you are a guy that's like, oh, I love light-skinned women, that doesn't mean that you would never be attracted to a brown-skinned or a dark-skinned woman, right? So the fact that I said that I feel like I got chewed up online about that, like, well, you can't blah, 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 blah. And I'll explain it like I explained it before. Like he said, his hair follicles was leaving him. Jamal's hair follicles was not leaving him. He was just bald. He was shaved really low.
Who's Jamal?
Maul.
He ended up
Maul.
Maul.
Okay.
No,
All right,
he's
so-
not true bald.
So yeah, he's not a true bald.
Not
He
true
just
bald.
shaves his hair.
Yeah, we don't associate
See
true
what I'm
bald
saying?
people.
You're a true
You
bald.
don't understand the pain, man.
Rob said, "Stop attacking me." All right. Anyway,
Wait,
so
I have one more thing to say.
Oh, go ahead.
And about the whole bald thing, because I know a lot of people are gonna get on me. Oh, you're gonna let the bald thing get in the way. It's just kind of like, I think it's like people just pick what to be mad at. Because I got popped on.
Yeah.
Because my hair was no, not because my hair. A girl.
They should have popped because of that head, that net, and that makeup all in there, just crusted, lifting right here. You knew you was coming out here. Nails nice.
Got popped on because her hair was too long. I got popped on because I had too much makeup or glitter.
You still came back with all that makeup. We don't know what you look like.
Kind of like, okay, so why do people nitpick on what they want to call people out for? But I'm gonna get ate up because I said I don't like him because he's bald. Why didn't the other guy Why didn't everybody roll up and the other guy said he didn't like me because of my makeup or because? Okay, so Maul popped on a girl because she had glitter on her chest. I popped because I have glitter on my chest. It's kind of like we kind of pop for the same thing. So it's just like people like what they like, regardless of what the next person think. If you, you know, if you like how he speaks, you like how he speaks. But she don't like how he speaks. We're just all different in a way. I just don't like bald guys, and I feel like I shouldn't be getting attacked because I just. What do you guys want me to do? Oh, you're bald. Okay, I'm gonna just be with you just to make the comments happy. I'm not. It's my life. I just don't like bald guys. Either you take it or you leave it.
Okay.
I was gonna say that earlier.
Love it.
Okay, let's.
Yeah, I'm good. Anybody do all this?
Let's move on to our next clip. So our next clip actually does involve Kamina, aka Haitian Doll.
Hi, my name is Kamina. I'm 27, and I popped my balloon. You're not ugly. It is the haircut for sure
Okay.
because. Long story. Somebody that I dealt with had that same haircut. It's just
Okay.
PTSD, low key.
Okay, wait. One
but
of them
you-
haircuts. Yeah.
PTSD on the frohawk.
Yeah.
But I healed from that moment. I'm able to say right then and there, this is what gives me trauma. And I do not want to wake up to a man every day to see that haircut. And it's just going to bring back memories of what happened to me. So.
Her family, family, haircut, baby daddy, sister, cousin, father look like. My stepdaddy bald headed.
I was upset, y'all.
So Kamina, yeah, as we just saw on Pop the Balloon, you were like, oh, PTSD, low key, and it was like kind of like a. It didn't seem as serious, but then when we spoke about it on BM Talks to them, it was like a different tone that you had towards the situation. Can you talk to us about
Yes,
that?
and I want to apologize for even coming on the podcast like that, Arlette. It was just, you know, it's different when you're saying it to somebody on the show, like, okay, PTSD. Whatever the case is, because it is true. The story is true. And people might think it's crazy, you know, like, because there's times when I see a guy with that haircut, I'm like, oh, it reminds me of that person, and whatever the case is. So, you know, the comment was very honest and true, but it's just kind of like it's different when you're watching it on the podcast and you're seeing people actually laugh about it, and you're not there to kind of defend or talk about it. It's just being talked and you're not there, and it's just being kind of like, from what I take it as being made of a joke. So that's where it kind of came from. I'm like, okay, so I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, it's being talked about while I'm not there, and it just seems like it's being more of a joke, but it's more different if I'm there to say it myself on the show. I don't know, I can't really explain what I'm trying to really say, but it was just a little bit hurtful because I did talk to Kendall outside of the show, and I did tell him, da 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 da. I told him about the haircut thing because he asked, "Why'd you pop on me?" And I'm like, I wasn't lying. I did have somebody that I messed with always had that same hairstyle, haircut every time I see it. It reminds me of him, and it does bring back some type of PTSD for me because the whole relationship was just very terrible. So yeah, and the fact that, I think that's what also made me mad. The fact that I told him that and I saw him on the show just laughing about that too. It just kind of made me just kind of mad at him and just, I shouldn't have been mad about everybody else because like you said, everybody didn't know it was kind of like, a joke, but Kendall kind of knew exactly what it was, and for him to do that, and it just made me kind of like be upset. So that's what that was about.
Quick question, because I noticed with yours, right? You said a lot of comparisons with your family. What's that about? Like, you compared every male to your family.
Not my family. First of all,
Or
my
friends, or-
cousin's baby daddy. The only one that I compared.
Your daddy.
The only one that I compared with my family was him.
And your daddy
And
bald
I would even
headed.
say the
Stepdaddy
guy's
bald
really
headed.
family. He's my mom's best friend. His name is Jonas, and he looks just like him. And us Haitian has that exotic look, and I'm gonna just bring that out. Shout out to my Zoe. Haitians are very beautiful. I mean, look at me, look at her. And look at him, even though you're not Haitian, you look very beautiful people. I love my people, but it's just kind of like when you grow up with certain people that, I don't know, it's just he looks a lot like Jonas, but I don't know, maybe I know a lot of people. A lot of people know who I'm probably around a lot of people, so yeah, a lot of people do look like other people. Not trying to, make it seem like, oh, you look like this person. It's just, what it is for me.
Please wrap this up.
Yeah, go ahead.
I love you. That's my Haitian sister.
Yeah, go ahead.
You gotta let that go.
Let what go?
The holding on to other people, because at the end of the day, somebody's gonna always kind of look like somebody. Like you just said, a lot of people. So you're gonna be able to find something in everybody that reminds you of somebody. But don't let that hold you from your body.
I mean, I'm looking
your
at
person.
a lot of people right now. They don't remind me of a lot of people.
I think I get what Kamina is saying, because we had a conversation off screen. Like, my brothers are handsome. Like, I have a handsome family, but I would never date a guy that looked like my brother because you remind me of my brother. Like,
put a different dress on, man. Especially sitting on this couch.
I'm gonna think about my brother when I see you. So the fact that they remind her of somebody that familiar to her, I think that's where she's coming from. And I wouldn't dabble in that either. Like, even if I did think they were attractive, because it's like, you're gonna remind me of my brother. Like, oh, you look like my brother. Get away from me. Like, this is weird.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to cuddle you. Like, that's just the energy that I have because you resemble somebody that's on that level with me. And I think that's what it is. Not saying that she's comparing everybody to people she likes or just trying to find a
I ain't never look at no girl and be like, you remind me of my sister, or you remind me of my aunt, or you remind me of my mom. I just don't. My mom is my mom, my sister's my sister, and my cousin's my cousins. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing. One has nothing to do with it.
reason to not like somebody. Like, if it's not there, it's just not there.
Yeah.
So I get you, sister.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's like a lot of people in this room right now, and I don't really think anybody besides you two look like somebody else.
You said the bald headed dude remind you of your stepdaddy, because your stepdaddy was bald headed.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, it's just what it is. Just being honest.
Got it. And then now the word group chat was thrown around so many times. So let's take a look at this short clip.
Yeah, so going to the podcast you guys did with the boys, I was pretty shocked because we've been in this group chat, I believe, for 2 weeks, maybe, I don't know, and we were thinking everything's cool, everything's okay, and to just see the stuff they said about us that they knew completely was not true about us. They know us from a different level of just the show that we filmed.
You perceive people in a certain way, especially with how they present themselves on camera and getting to.
Oh no, that is Shorty. I think it's the one that was online talking about, I don't like the way Ben was talking. I think that is her. She just got a different do. But she had note cards, and she was reading off the note cards the whole time. She was really hot. A little hothead, man. It's gonna be a tough time I have for you.
The guys behind the scene, thought I built really good friendships with them, but seeing the podcast and how it played out, it was giving very much Black women aren't protected, and I didn't.
Oh my God, y'all giving us the wrong angles.
Agree with that.
Look at them looking at each other and laughing.
Black women aren't protected, and I didn't necessarily agree with that. I'm sure they lead.
Look, I think that's her, but her hair is curled up now.
overall
Got
good
some
lives.
got some little pins in there or something.
I just didn't like the way that they, like Carrington said, doubled down
Yeah, she got that nose mole.
on how we were, these terrible black women, and getting to know them and hearing the positive things that they were saying about us, and then to go out on the internet and completely flip the script. It was like absolutely mind blowing. It was like blindly raging to see that they did us like that.
Okay, so this group chat, was it everyone from the episode in one group chat together? Is that what this was? Or?
Let me just say,
mostly everyone.
Go ahead, Tiffany.
Let me just say, as soon as I left that building, I said, don't add me to no dang group chats.
Oh.
I've been through this before. I've been on the
Don't flip your hair. Ain't nothing wrong with your hair.
building. I said, don't add me to no dang group chats.
Oh.
I like her, guys. I like her.
I've been through this before.
Peep her face too. Peep her face.
I left that building. I said, don't add me to no dang group chats.
Oh.
I've been through this before. I was on a previous episode, so I know how messy it can get. So I said, don't add me to the group chat. I don't want to be no part.
The group chat started.
Mike.
The group chat started as guys. All right, it was.
So you started as the guys?
I started it as guys.
Okay.
Well, she told you don't add me to that shit. I love that.
When me, Tiffany, Maul, and his date, we matched first on the show. We left. I don't know who added everybody, but when we left, everybody was in the group chat.
Besides me.
And then it became a communion. It became a family reunion. And then once the community of people who saw the show came into it, we fell apart. Like,
you let the wrong people in. All it takes is one cancer cell to tear your whole body up. One little bump. You let that one little piece of cancer in that group chat, and that shit got demolished.
People just broke us apart. That's just what happened.
I mean, it sounded like y'all said things though. So what is it? Because how did community change?
Okay, let's hear from, I think, Jason.
Go
ahead, Jason.
So the way the group chat got started, where all of us got into it, was because the night that we had the show, we decided to all go out.
Okay.
And so to find where everybody was going to go, we created the group chat, right? So that's how that happened. Kind of to what DJ was saying, there was some skerfuffles and things that started to happen as the show got released, as there was difference of opinions, there was responses of like the comments being sent, all that kind of stuff. I guess from my perspective, like some of the ladies were saying on there, I was confused on the part of like not protecting black women or what that meant. From our episode, none of us said anything derogatory, rude, crass, or anything like that to any of the women, especially them as black women. We told our experience on the show. We responded to some of the things that were said about us, but none of us were coming at black women, coming at them at all, or anything like that. And so that was super confusing to us as guys. Even people in the comments were like, what are they talking about? There's nobody coming for them as, black women or whatever. And then too, even if that was the case, it was weird to me because it was like, well, on the show, if you're saying coming at black women, what do you call it when you're telling a black man that his teeth are, horrible in front of, millions of people? What is that? Is that protecting black men? And so all of that was like super confusing to me.
So just to touch on what I said, the protect black women thing was not
Yeah, this her.
that you guys were attacking us, is that you knew who we were as women behind the scenes, and you seen what the internet said about us, and you guys had the opportunity to platform.
Oh, they wanted to be protected after the fact. After you tell me you don't want me and you pop my balloon, I ain't protecting shit. Hey, you're on your own. I don't have a balloon.
The time, the space.
Now, if you my match, I'm going toe to toe, blow for blow, baby. Hey, I'm with you. I'm in the comments arguing with you.
To be like, hey,
Arguing for you.
you guys should stop talking about these women. And
They
that-
wanted someone to come to their defense after they got popped all them balloons and talked about my teeth. You gonna talk about my teeth in front of a million people and want me to help you? Hey, y'all be like, F the police. Soon somebody steal your shit, your car get broken into, who y'all call? Not Ghostbusters.
way we've met them on this level and they're this way and they're like, you had the platform to clear that up. And you didn't do anything.
They want help.
Are you saying like
When-
us
So you
comment
wanted
to
them
people,
to-
like to comment on the comments, or what are you specifically saying we should have done?
you had the, like I said, you had the
They wanted you to make y'all make public statements.
opportunity to speak up for us in a positive light. Like, let's not act like we're not on these platforms and we have a certain level of power. Like, there were episodes where, you know, the women said something about, you know, whatever, and then you had the guys clap back in a negative way or be sassy or whatever. And, you know, there wasn't really much scrutiny toward, I'm not going to say there wasn't any scrutiny toward the women, because I'm sure anybody and everybody has something to say. But we got it the worst, I think, because we were being honest. We were being asked to be specific about these things.
Y'all got it honest because y'all were the worst lineup of all times.
And because you guys, you know, portrayed yourselves, you know, in a way where it's like, okay, you were nice, laid back. You were kind of like, in a way, the internet seen it as you guys were taking the jabs and you guys were just these upstanding men and we were just these terrible women. That's literally how they were portraying us in the comments. So because you guys knew that, we talked about that every single day in the chat after reading those comments, and you knew these things. You could have went on that platform and be like, hey, we got to know these women. They're nothing like what the comments are saying. And that's what I mean by protect. You didn't have to not attack us. You could have used that platform, that space to give a positive light to what we were going through.
I feel like
you did not do that.
I feel like everybody is just now meeting each other. Honestly, I feel what you're saying, but I feel like it's nobody's job to take up for you.
I don't know you. We in a group chat, baby. I don't know you. They want protection. They gonna crack on your teeth, crack on your height, crack on your bald head, crack on your fit, crack on your height, crack on everything. But then when the internet get a hold of you, want me to protect you. No, you don't want me. I'm not protecting you. I meet you in the club or something, you know what I'm saying? Some people jump on you. All right. I'm gonna say, hey man, that's enough, guys. Break it up. You know, if you're my sister or my blood, I'm diving in that bit like Trey. So I'm diving in the rumble. But I'm not in charge of protecting you. We strangers.
Honestly, I feel what you're saying, but I feel like it's nobody's job to take up for you.
Yeah, I
I
was just
matched
about to
with
say
TJ,
that.
and so many people call me gold diggers because he's a children's book author and I'm a dancer. I didn't ask him to cape up for me.
Yeah, I don't
you know, everybody, we're all
Hey, yo, you still getting cooked, fam.
grown here. We're big women. We're big men.
Yeah, I
Stand
don't
up for
think-
yourself.
I don't
People
think
are
that's
still
fair
gonna think what they
I
want.
think that
Yeah.
goes to the men on the show too. If they were holding themselves in a respectful way on the show, like I feel like that was good enough to not bounce
to go
back
back
at you.
because just like we could have gone on that show and clapped
acted
back
ass, and
and
acted
been an
ass.
asshole,
Crashed out,
right?
yeah.
And I don't think that's fair for you to expect us to do something, you know, because we're all busy men. We all have things that we're doing.
Hey, man, I got a career. I got work tomorrow. I ain't worried about getting on the internet and arguing for you. Leave her alone. Stop that.
You know, day in, day out.
This is who we're gonna block today in the group chat.
What did that have to do with the podcast? We're not asking you to defend us every day online or anything like that. And I'm not even asking you to go online and just be
sorry.
like, you know, just defend us. But the responses that
She wants you to. You gotta defend her. Meanwhile, she doesn't even like the way you speak. Ain't that crazy? I don't like the tone of your voice. I don't like how you talk. Hey, but defend me though, man. You know how crazy that sound?
I got from the podcast, like furthering that, it just further proved that it's like, oh, okay, yeah, these were these good men and they just happened to get trapped with these bad women. Not saying y'all had any responsibility to do that, but you didn't. Like,
I'm not doing
it didn't give the men that I met in that chat. I thought we were like genuinely like, I don't
Friends.
know, it gave.
We're not friends, baby. If I go on a show to find love, I ain't trying to find no friends. We're not friends. We in the group chat.
Genuine at first. I felt like you guys were
BM coming back.
like just good in that
Oh,
way,
shit.
but when you guys went on a podcast, it was not. It didn't give what the guys.
So what did you want us to do?
Danny wanted to say something. Go ahead.
Well, I had a similar experience with the first lady, Sandra, when they kept calling her a gold digger. I didn't look at her like that, but it's almost impossible to save.
Yeah, you can't control the
Yeah,
narrative.
it's like a unflood. It's like when it dropped, and a guy dodges gold digger, and you know what I'm saying. I was like, I reached out to her. I was like, I'm sorry that they thought that. Like, you just. every time I said something, she's not a gold digger. Never thought that. It just like it just goes in. It's like throwing a pebble into the ocean.
Why?
You know what I'm
why
saying? Like
care?
it's just almost impossible. You know what I'm saying? To
Why
defend
care
anybody.
what other people think? If you knew and we knew that you were great people, that's all it should have been. It doesn't matter what other people think. You can't change their opinions.
And I was just gonna say
And you went on the internet show. I don't know what you was thinking about. In front of 2 million people.
It's your job to be secure and confident within yourself, you know? And this is not to like, you know, but
You've been telling Joe Higo, you've been on her head top the whole episode. Look how she looking at you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She want to bite you.
secure and confident within yourself, you know? And this is not to like, you know, but I'm not
But Joe Higo down with the get down. I don't care what size you is. She can fight.
saying that you're not. But at the end of the day, like it's our job to be secure in ourselves that no matter what anybody says, we know who we are. So I could care less what anybody has to say because I know who I am. So I wouldn't need you to defend me. I wouldn't need to defend myself to all the comments out there.
Right.
I know who I am.
Yeah, you stand on what
Period.
you
Like,
stand.
Okay, so
Tamina first.
Hold on, I have just something to say about that. Where she's coming from. First off, everybody has their opinion about the situation, but being in the situation is different from what you guys think. To have somebody sit here and smile in my face every day, make plans of we should do this, we should go here, we should blah blah, thinking
Smile in my face through the group chat. Let's put that out there.
everything's just so cool, and then you go on the podcast, the energy's so different. You don't have to defend me. I don't care. I don't care for the comments. I've been in the limelight. I've been viral for other things too.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I get bad comments and good comments. I don't care. It's just that I don't like people in my face smiling, acting like they're my friends, acting like we're good, and then you go on something else, and then there's way more stuff even happening in that chat prior to that too. It's not just, you know, whatever. I'm not even gonna get into that, but it's just seeing that kind of made me look at y'all different. And you're right, the fact that, you know, I saw that, okay, so they switched up, they went on the podcast, said what they said, and after we've been making plans, doing whatever you want to say, that just tells me I'm not going to no longer talk to you. I left the chat and I saw what it was, and that's just what it is.
They all dipped from the chat. They woke up and the chat was empty. Just back to guys. Probably back peaceful.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I know this is a juicy topic. So what's one thing bad that they said about you guys when they were on the podcast?
Right.
One thing that I
Don't you look over there.
About-
Look at this question.
You guys when they were on the podcast.
Right. And you look away. The mic is yours.
One thing that I heard was how we embarrassed African American men, or as African American men, we're putting you guys down.
How we went on camera and broke down black men.
And there's another one
But
saying
is that what they said on the podcast or what viewers were saying?
That's what they said on the podcast.
The men on the show?
I don't remember saying
We didn't say that.
Who said it?
I did not say that. And
Replay.
we did not
I'm
say
sure we
that.
can find a clip.
Okay, let's hear from TJ. Go ahead, TJ.
Nah, they ain't got it on deck like that.
All right, so I wasn't on the podcast, so I have no fight in this. All right. Me and Maul had matches, so it was for the unmatched people.
Correct.
So when I look back at the episode, they will tell you I left the group chat because I didn't watch it.
TJ Mike.
They will tell you I left the group chat because I was like, why did y'all upset them? Was that true? Was that true? I remember I left the group chat. Like I was like, you guys upset them, I'm leaving.
That boy a simp. Why y'all upset the ladies? I'm out of here. That boy a simp. That boy soft, ain't he? Why'd you upset the ladies? I'm out of here, guys.
It was because they said that you guys were talking about them in a bad way. I went back and watched the episode. It was a couple statements in there that was probably offensive.
Okay.
But
do you remember?
like
such
what?
as
It was the white women comment.
White women.
What white
in
women?
the podcast?
It was that's the only thing I remember. And it was the doubling back. That some of them doubled back.
I don't want to say anything about white women.
I feel like we just answered the question that was.
Man, this boy bring up white women. Damn, Dr. Umar.
Brought to us. That's what I mean. That's all.
It was those two comments that I heard. That was it. So it was they doubled back on some certain women. I mean, if you let me finish, I'll say it.
Okay. Go ahead, TJ.
So it was somebody said in the podcast that y'all was doubling back and that they didn't mean to pop their balloon.
Are you talking
No, he's
about the women's podcast?
Yeah.
They're talking about
no. They talking about doubling back and coming back on the show.
Oh, that the men said that they was doubling. The women were doubling back on them, and that they were regretful for popping their balloon. And the women was like, "We ain't want y'all. Like we stood on business." And so they felt like y'all was lying about doubling back. And the second thing was somebody did mention this is a problem in the black community, and that with white women, that's where that's.
I don't remember that shit. Y'all remember that?
The second comment.
So there was a miss.
Okay,
That
hold
was
on.
it.
I know.
That was it.
Okay,
That was
okay.
it.
First of all, I don't know anything about this doubling back situation. I don't remember that at all. Said in the whole podcast.
I do remember that
You
comment.
do remember that?
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
said
They just basically said like, oh, off the camera. I do remember that
You
comment.
do remember that?
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
said
They just basically said.
Said in the whole podcast.
I do remember that comment.
You do remember that?
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
said
They just basically said like, oh, off the camera, it was different. They wish they would have not have paused.
That's not doubling back.
that's
That
saying the energy
was
was different
that
after
is the energy that we said. Okay, on camera, right? You know, these women said yada yada yada, but when we met them off camera, they were
different.
very cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's what we meant by
that's
that.
back, yeah.
Okay. Second part of that with the white women. I don't know anybody said anything about white women. I mentioned the black community. What's wrong with the black community is that a lot of us look at materialistic things instead of things that really matter. And the other races, I don't know, I didn't say white women. I said the other races.
Yo, he tried to throw that white woman on you, boy.
Don't do that as much.
Is that because you are you? What is your what is your dating preference? Are you typically dabbling in that to
What does that
understand?
have to do with my question? Or my
Because
statement?
you're talking about the black community, so do you go and date?
So is this
white
true though? What I said?
I think that's the point she's trying to get to is are
that
you
why
with other races? Are you a
Oh,
part
yeah,
of the
he
other
is.
races?
Oh, he
Like
is.
for you to be able to say that, like
Oh yeah, he is. He is.
black.
He is. So this is what I was talking about in a follow up. I said, if you a black man and you coming about and dating about your race, it's looked at as a shot at you. But when our black women do it, it's yes, I'm about to get me one. How is it? Oh yeah, girl, I'm about to go to the other side. I'm about to do this. It's celebrated. Even if you see celebrities or YouTubers, if the woman is black and the guy is of another race, the comment section is welcoming from black women. And just the community is welcoming. But if it's flipped and it's a black man and he's out of his race, whether it's white, Hispanic, Asian, that comment section, it's more hate. It's not as less as acceptance. That's what I'm saying about that.
You know what I said?
I think that's the point she's trying to get to is are
that
you
why
with other races? Are you a part of the other races?
Oh yeah, he is. So that's a shot at him. So she did some research to figure that out and threw that out there.
It's like for you to be able to say that, like black people, we always talk about our race and what the issue is with our race because it is our race and we know that and we are constantly putting our business out there where other races aren't doing that. And if we're not involved in all these other races,
I don't, man, everybody putting their business out there. Ain't nobody, other races ain't just holding water.
then how do we know that that's a thing? How do we know that that's a fact?
Okay, so what I'm referring to is the music that we listen to, the way we speak about our women. Okay, that's what I'm referring to as when I say the black culture. Our culture is messed up. When you listen to rap, it's derogatory. It puts them
And
down.
that's from the male and female. It's terrible on both ends.
Women. It's talking about money, cars, yada yada. If you listen to any Spanish music, white music, or not white music, but country, you know,
Cause country music, black music too.
you know, whatever type of races, they don't talk about those things, right? And that is what's holding our community back. Is that this is what we glorify, is the materialistic BS, and that's what I meant by that. It wasn't no attack on you guys. It wasn't no attack on a single individual. I was talking it as a whole race and culture, and that's it.
And I'm done.
Any final thoughts about anything we talked about, maybe anything we missed, whatever it is, if you want to throw on there? Go ahead, Jason.
So I think something that wasn't on camera, but the whole thing of protecting or not protecting. So
she is heated, boy. That foot is bouncing. She's like, oh yeah, he does. He does. Damn. Damn. Damn.
something that wasn't on camera, but the whole thing of protecting or not protecting. So with the situation that you're saying where we didn't do that or whatever, and you're saying how you could have had the opportunity, I for me, that's something that is big in general. If I look at something, I'm seeing somebody from the show or a show in general get really blasted with something that's ridiculous. From the episode when I matched with Charisma, right? There was an Instagram or a YouTube video made by some guys that was extremely derogatory.
That ain't me.
Demeaning. They were saying all kinds of nonsense about her. And this is not me being, superhero, but I made a response video to what they were saying because I shamed them as grown black men about the things they were saying about another black woman on a platform, right? It was disgusting, it was demeaning. And that's a situation where, I'm not, some captain, but at the same time, like if I'm ever as a black man in general seeing a woman being, hurt or something extremely demeaning or derogatory, I'm going to step in.
No, don't pan in. People are being uninterested and looking away and still fed up. Because even at the podcast with all the women, this was the most like upset one speaking the most. Had no cards, all that.
Hurt or something extremely demeaning or derogatory, I'm going to step in. So I guess for me to hear that, it was kind of like, what do you mean? But at the same time, like for us, it wasn't like you were saying we could change a narrative. It was more so us responding to things. And I don't think it was in that situation needful for us to come on and just say, hey, we should have responded badly to them, because I don't think it was that they said wrong things. Everything they said, even on the show, was their preference. Mm-hmm. The reason, like Ish said, the reason it got highlighted was because of the way that we responded. And I said, the thing is, when you have guys on the platform that have motion outside the show, they're not going to be like crashing out on the show when something's said about them. It's just like, okay, it is what it is.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Any other final thoughts?
I just want to say
Take it to the chin. Pause.
thank you to you, Arlette. Thank you to BM.
Come on, you wrapping this shit up, man. We talking about everything.
For just you guys having a true passion. A lot of people you'll see in the comments, this is staged, this is fake. Oh, you can really tell at this point this is staged. This is a wife and a husband who truly want to connect people and really want people to find love. It's happened. While there hasn't been a lot of matches, and even though there has been matches, and some of the matches didn't last, like mine, there is true intent in this show, So I'm glad that I was able to come on and inspire people. I didn't mean to pull my wig off, but that I just want to say thanks.
I agree with what she. I want to top on or piggyback on what she just said as far as you and BM. Like, I don't think people understand that you guys are opening up your platform to kind of like help other people bring their platform up. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I swear to God, I didn't know nothing about this social media stuff. The Instagram been popping lately. Like, people on the DMs and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I stream on Twitch, so like all that carries over to my Twitch, and that's because of you guys.
Shameless plug.
Like, and that's like, that just shows the unselfishness of you guys to actually put that out there. And you know what I mean? Like, like you guys aren't hating or saying, oh, you don't get my viewers or don't, you know what I mean? Like, you guys are actually pushing for that. So that's
they pushing, they want to match, they doing, the show's great. But they making millions too now. Let's not forget about that. They making millions now. Come on now.
That's a big ups to you guys.
Big
My
ups.
final thoughts would be
Who's
to
this?
never, there's more to people
Never
with
say never.
meets the eye. I came on here and I said my profession, and everybody had, things to say, preconceived notions about me, but I'm glad I was able to showcase my personality. I can only thank you and BM for that. Like I said, all these people have different personalities, different stories, and it's very interesting to get to know each and every one of you.
You got different eyebrows. Whoa.
Different personalities,
How did I just
different
not say
stories.
this? Look at this. Jesus. What the hell? What the hell? Somebody did numb on your ass.
And it's very interesting to get to know each and every one of you because, you all have a
Look at this. This could be a Krispy Kreme donut.
story to tell and, places you want to be. And I really, respect the platform because it has helped me, showcase who I actually am.
Thank you. Danny?
Well, like I was saying, being on the show opened my mind up to saying my love may not be in Atlanta. There's a lot of good women across the country, and it slowed me down actually for looking for love. It's like, you can find a $20 bill, but you discover treasure. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna let the love that I've been looking for come to me. And so that's why I appreciate this platform, because it's like, I think all these women are good. Especially in the lineup I had, I think all of them found something else. Like, dang. So it's like, okay, I'm just gonna slow down and just focus even more. So it just really tuned me into, let me just be my complete self, because all the brothers are good, the women are good. It's just like, it's a lot of good people in the world. And then when we get to bring the positivity out of the situation, I think we be able to uplift each other, because it's entertainment at the same time. So they hone in on the negative aspects of it. But when we really hone in, it's like, dang, us as a people, we do need to come together, and then we get these matches, and then you be able to start family, and that's what creates generational wealth. Then we'll be able to find the positive aspect in what you're doing, because the goal is like what y'all two have, BM and Arlette, y'all power team, y'all power couple, and y'all trying to put that out there. And so that's what I got from the show, and I just appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was just gonna thank BM and Arlette. Obviously, the platform is amazing. You give people a space to grow, even if it's not within a relationship, and I really appreciate that. One thing I will say is, for the people out there that are watching, these shows, not just this one, but in general, you have to realize the internet is not really a real place. Like, you guys were saying so many awful things, and not just about me. About a lot of the people that are sitting on this couch, and even the ones that didn't make it to this couch. You do not know these people, and let's not pretend like you guys are out there.
Bro, you don't think these people don't know that? You don't think the same people that be in these comment sections wilding out talking crazy have the most imperfect lives ever, the most crazy shit going on? Y'all are courageous and are brave for putting yourselves out there on the platform? 99% of the people wouldn't even put themselves out there. They don't even like how they look. They're not gonna go on these bright ass lights and these nice ass cameras and put themselves out there for the world to judge. Most of the people talking trash and talking ish wouldn't even put themselves out there. And that's just the facts of the matter. A lot of people talk, we sit up in the group chat, I know how I look. I know what I'm down with to get down. I know what I'm capable of. But most people, they would not put themselves out there. They look crazy. Most people don't even have a profile picture. Most people got 4 pictures on Instagram. People don't like how they look no more. That's why they don't post like that. That's the facts though. But you know what I mean? That's not gonna stop a troll or stop people from talking mess or talking junk. People are just upset, mean, and rude. I always have like parents that had a long day, they get home and they whooping your ass. Damn, why mama mad so mad today? She had a long day at work. Why I'm getting my ass whooped? I ain't do none of that. Now she mad at you because the spoon in the sink. You getting 12 ass whoopings. That's because the day long. People gonna be people, man. People, and most times people miserable. So they just take it out on strangers.
Because unless y'all are married and in a happy one at that, you can be married and unhappy. Unless y'all are in a happy marriage, with finances all together and your life is just perfect, you have absolutely no room to judge or talk about people that are sitting on this couch or that just, happen to cross your screen one day. And stop going out of y'all way to be mean to people, because you don't know how it affects somebody's day. Like, I'm a pretty strong person,
Don't
but
cry.
I was damn near blocking 10 people a day
She gonna cry in
when
the
the
car.
show first aired, because you guys were saying all types
I
of
know my
negative
shit
things
blocked.
about me.
I know I'm blocked.
And
6
for
more
that
block
to
boy.
affect my day, I really don't be caring what nobody say for real. But for that to
Cap.
affect my day,
Cap.
that gave me a new perspective on how I am going to decide to carry myself on these social media platforms, on the internet. I'm a lot nicer. I'm a lot more graceful. Not saying that I was mean or anything, but I'm
All right, now you almost telling on yourself.
a lot more graceful on these platforms, because you just really don't know that person for real, and you don't know what they're going through. So be nicer and stay blessed out here.
Yes.
If you think that's gonna help,
Miss Detroit.
It's not. I'm letting you know right now.
I want to say, obviously, thank you, BM and Arlette, for having me on the show. It was been a great experience, even though it's kind of like a roller coaster, but overall, great experience. And I love the outcome that I got. Even though I had bad comments, I still like the outcome. And I also want to talk to you guys. yes, you know, we had our ups and downs, but, you know, and we talked about it and you were able to explain. Even when I came up in here too, like my plan wasn't really to talk to them because I was still upset, but I got over it and I was like, okay, you know, and I came up to you guys and, you know, I still talk to them, you know, because, you know, just drama drains. It's really draining. So I'm really sorry for, you know, coming at you guys how I did.
You done?
Yes.
Look at my dog. Look at my dog. My dog own one. Look, they clapping and laughing. Look what he looking at. That boy locked in.
Coming
That boy
at you
locked
guys
in.
how I did.
High five. Boom. Look, locked in. That boy locked in. He locked in the whole time. P game. Let's skip right here. Look what he looking at. Locked in. Look.
You done?
Yes.
I just want to say.
That boy locked in.
I want to thank BM Arlette too as well.
Man, come on, man. Y'all do all this off camera, man. I don't want no 5 minutes of thank yous, man.
To
Damn.
everybody out there, you know, I appreciate the girls for episode 23. Like, I appreciate y'all, you know, for the opportunity. But also, I want to say that, you know, all of us that come out here, you got to come out there with confidence. And, you know, a lot of people don't have that courage and that, you know, that confidence to come out here. So for all of us to go out there, you know, it's really
agree.
tough because, you know, you get judged for the good
I
or
agree.
the bad. So I just feel like, you know, all of us had, you know, we all had to step out there and, you know, take a leap of faith. And that's kind of hard, and people don't really see that. Like, it's not easy to do what we did, even if it's on the panel or if it's coming out as the introduction, because it's not easy because you get judged for anything you say, negative or bad. So I just thank BM Arlette, because if it wasn't for me watching one of the episodes where it gave me the courage to come out and reach out to Arlette and BM and have that confidence to come out and speak and introduce myself to the ladies that was on the panel. So I really appreciate you guys for that.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I guess my closing comments are, you know, love is hard. You know, love is not eternal, but everyone should take that leap of faith and always hope to find that special person.
All right, man. Wrap this up, man. This shit
and
getting
They
deep.
shouldn't be judged by
Pause.
their preferences.
Oh. That's him backing himself up because the shorty was like, oh, he do be dating out of his race. Look at him. Let me go up here with it. I don't want to look. I'm pointing at her bitties. Everyone, they shouldn't be judged on their preferences. My brother, you going to get judged, my brother. They don't play that, my brother. Bro, I done been at YouTube black events. And people show up with someone they dating and they white at a YouTube black event. You know what I'm saying? Women, I'm talking about black women, show up with a white mate, white boyfriend, white husband, white. And what we do as black men, welcome them, dap them up. What's good, bruh? Come get a drink. Come get a drink, cuz. Man, if that shit was flipped around, oh my God. Oh, they'd be cooked.
And they shouldn't be judged by their preferences.
Let me get the other camera.
Or anything that, you know, preferences.
He smirked.
Or anything that.
I don't want this angle on this, man. I want the full angle of the other people too, because they the girl that said this with the locks, with the girl with the locks.
They shouldn't be judged by their preferences.
This is a bad edit right here.
Or anything that is unique about them. So, yeah, thank you, Arlette. Thank you, BM. What you guys are doing is really impactful to
man, y'all was supposed to give us that other angle, man.
You know, all across the world.
He's still smirking. Yo, you be on some cornball shit sometimes. You guys said white girls. I don't know who said it, but somebody said it.
So, yeah, thank you.
That being said, you guys don't know a stripper. I wish everyone had a chance to get to know a stripper.
The production team too. My bad.
Oh, yes, of course. We can never forget them.
Say the production team too, man.
Shout out, y'all.
Shout out production.
And honestly, thank you to all of you guys, because you guys are, you know, what makes the show.
All right, we're gonna get about it, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. They just doing their goodbyes and saying I love you and loving up on BM and Arlette. That's phenomenal. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on some of the greatest on the screen. October vlog's out now. I did a whole vlog for the month of October. I'd love for y'all to tune in and lock in. November coming soon is a 40-minute video. Just put a bunch of vlogging and carnival and bought a chainsaw, wilding out. We had a good time. Went to the beach, meditated, stretched, did some yoga, all of that phenomenal stuff. Check that out. See you in the comment section of that. Shout out to all my members. I appreciate you. We have officially reached over 100 members. Premiere today on Monday, premiere tomorrow on Tuesday, premiere on Wednesday. Turn your notifications on. I don't want to, I'm late to another premiere. Make sure they're on and make sure they're always on so you never miss a post. All right, shout out to all the members. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to see y'all soon, and I'm out of here.